back here with Daniel Sawblade, and tonight we have sort of what I call like a comic book uh, right out of the, basically, okay, it's Ed 209 meets like the rats from Graveyard Shift, and he's pissed the
Awesome.
fuck off. Okay,
Okay,
so
that's awesome.
I
Yeah.
I, I think it's super exciting that uh, Terrorat issue 2. It's Terrorat issue 2, right? Because the mini one was issue 1, or how are you doing this one?
Well, they're all self-contained stories, so it's not really a issue two. It's just yeah, just the next issue. If I ever plan on doing a story arc of like a 2 or 3 part mini series, I'll do that. But they're not going to be numbered from one to whatever, uh,
Right.
because each one's going to be self-contained for the most part, unless it's a mini series. So.
Yeah.
I think
Just
that
like
makes it easier for people to hop on at any time, and gives me room to kind of do some things because I just don't think it's the kind of character to have this long, you know, drawn out several issue thing.
yeah.
It's just not that kind of comic. Um,
It's just like you just put them into situations like this one right now. I know it's the Redneck Massacre, so
yeah,
like potentially the next one could be like the fucking, the whatever,
the the next one's going to be Terrat versus the Flying Saucers. So Terrat inadvertently create or starts a alien invasion, and yeah, I'll leave it at that. So
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
we got a ship that's kind of scoping Earth out, and they uh, kind of beam Terrat up into like a tractor beam onto the ship, and he does donuts in it with and his tail has a blade on the end of it, so he fucks the shit up inside the ship, and it crash lands, and then an invasion ensues because of that, and then we got all out nastiness after that.
See, you can tell just by like the way you're describing that like you've watched the source material for this type of like this type of stuff, like the 80s horror, the 50s sci-fi stuff. Like this stuff it
Part of my
bleeds through.
DNA,
Like,
man.
yeah, like
Yeah,
when you love something and you put the love into the craft, like it shows. You know what I mean? It definitely shows.
I want Terrat to be in the same spirit of like you know the first Toxic Avenger movie, and um, yeah, RoboCop. Um, I mean, Terrat's tagline is like straight from RoboCop. You know, um, part rat, part mutant, part machine, pure terror. RoboCop's part man, part machine, all cop. So I just kind of, it's all the shit I love into one thing, man. Um,
Fuck yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, it's all shit I grew up with, and I love black and white comics too. So you know,
Yeah.
put
Oh,
put
well,
all
I
in a
definitely.
blender, man, and it all comes out.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And I definitely I definitely know what you mean when you say like, because like I made that comic. I actually have a package I need to send to you of like that one tear. Like I want to send you both these Terror Rat pieces and some comics that you haven't seen of mine. And like when I did the one called Vomit Coffin, when I sell that at like conventions and stuff, I market that as fucking Cheech and Chong meets Evil Dead. You know what I mean?
That's
And like
great.
to have like a catch or like a tagline like that, it's helped. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's and like and another thing I brought that up for is like you just yourself have came today from the show directly basically to this stream, so
Yeah.
you were able to sell some shit, and like that's fucking awesome. And
Well, and I
just
was promoting the book there too, and it just feels good to, man. Thank you for letting me promote it here as well.
of course, man, of course, like we were, I think one of our first uh conversations online like this, it was sort of like in the early stages of Terrorat. I think like you were just starting to do like the pencils and stuff, and I remember you had started or teased that book Hellish Tyrant, which
Yes. Yeah.
that to me, I like earlier before we started the call, I said like, like when you like an artist and you go, fuck, they should make a comic, and then they do. Like when Hellish Tyrant like came about, I remember you were teasing that, and I was like, what? I was like, here we
Yeah.
go. Like this is what I'm talking about,
Yeah. Well, what happened with that's kind of like a more of an epic thing. Like that's more of a 30, maybe 40 page story. And so I was like, man, this is great. I still want to do this, but fuck, I just want to do a comic and finish it right now. So I did the 6 pager, the mini comic. And
Right.
that was after I had my little uninvited guest in here, and that's what inspired the character Terrorat. This rat causing me terror in my house. You remember me talking
Oh
about that?
yeah. Oh yeah.
I created that comic, and I was like, okay, I've got to. I felt like this was something I need to just take and run with, and I was right because I'm almost done with the book. We've got 8 pages left to finish, and Andy hits. Andy. I met Andy 10 years ago at a convention, and I saw my friend Ben Mara on his channel. I didn't know they had a YouTube channel, and I just reached out and said, "Hey, nice channel, Andy. That's cool. I saw my friend Ben on there. I didn't know you guys knew each other." He goes, "Yeah, what are you up to, man?" And I showed him the comic. He's like, "You have a publisher?" I was like, "A photocopier? I mean, because can I publish it?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, you can publish it."
Right, right. And
So
and what's the name of the publishing company? Because you said Andy, and you had said it earlier, but for the people listening right now, Andy, he's part of the Lethal Comics
yeah,
publication
Lethal
out of
Comics, Andy
Canada.
Dillinger. Yeah.
Right. That's excellent, man. And like I'm so stoked that it's getting made, and you're able to fucking like I can't wait for you to just get that first copy in your hand. You know what I mean? Just flip through that and just you'll be high
I
for a
cannot
fucking
wait.
year off that.
Oh, good news. Good news, Ricky. They're going to print it on newsprint.
Oh my god. Fuck,
Oh,
that's awesome, dude.
even better, it's not going to be the stiff cover. It's going to be a floppy. It's going to be,
Nice.
you know what I mean?
It's gonna be a
Like,
comic.
yeah, comic.
Yeah. It's gonna
Yeah,
feel like a slave labor fucking comic from back in the day.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like none of
That's
that
right.
fucking.
That's
I
right.
think I think when the comic has too much of a finished cover and it's not like square bound or perfectly bound. If it's too thick, it doesn't have the feel that you want with a comic. You want to sit there on your
I
lap with
want,
the
yeah,
comic and
I want the ones that were on the spinner rack, man. That just
exactly.
a floppy. That's what I want.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck's going on with the chat, but someone named Gentleman has said help me like 3 times. I think it's just like a bunch of
I hope you get
like
that help, man.
yeah, get
Whoever.
bots or something or whatever the fuck whatever help you need. I can't give it right now, all right? Like fuck. Um, but yeah, man. So Terrat right now, the pre-launch for the Kickstarter's happening. So the link will be in the description of this video, like after the video's done uploading and all that stuff. So if you want to support, definitely support the comic. Get the notification to let you know when it's up for when the Kickstarter's live, and you'll be able to secure yourself a copy. And I know that you said there was some different tiers that were
There
included with this
are.
Kickstarter.
There are. Let's start with the top one. The top reward, and I'm still kind of working on this, is an original piece here.
Wow.
So this is an 11 by 17 alternate cover, variant cover, but it's not going to be published as a cover. It's just a variant cover that's just going to be available as an original piece. So
Dude.
that'll be top reward. And then underneath that, and it's not just the art in a book. You get the art plus all the other rewards. So it's one package. You get everything plus that art.
That's
I think
killer.
the one underneath that may have like all 3 variant covers and maybe some stickers and a print. And then there's one underneath that has like, do you know on the Kickstarter the 2 page spread of him like zooming down the freeway?
Yes.
That's going to be a poster.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's going to be a poster minus like the text box and the word balloon. It's just going to have the logo in the corner, big.
I
And
love the
then
logo, man. The Terrorat fucking logo is sick. I was looking at that earlier.
thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I love
Uh,
it.
um, so, and then the one underneath that, I think there's like a digital copy, digital version, and then
Okay,
there's a digital version with the book. So, yeah.
nice. That's good. Yeah, because some people they don't give a fuck about owning it. Like they just want to read it. So
Yeah, and that's fine. That's
kudos to them, man.
whatever. I want a copy though. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well,
Yeah.
guys like we want to own the fucking thing. That's like the biggest part of it. It's
Yeah.
like owning it and being able to look through it and just
I mean, I've
I,
read a comic digitally, but I just want to flip pages physically for a comic. I can't. I don't know. It makes more sense to me to have it physically, but teach
I
his own.
personally I've never read a comic on my like on a tablet or a phone or computer or anything like that, but
It's not quite the
uh
same, man. To me,
it's not if you're like depending what it is though, like if it's just like some like kind of like a gag thing, like if you're on there looking at Charlie Brown, you don't really need
that's
to own
okay.
that. Yeah. But when it comes to, whatever it is, when it comes to Terrorat, I'm not reading that digitally for the first time. You know what I mean? I need that in my fucking hands.
Yeah, that's the way it was meant to be experienced anyway. So
Yeah. So I've got because like I pulled the Kickstarter up, but like all of like the info, I think that's going to be more available in terms of the tiers and stuff once it
yeah,
goes live. So
yeah, they'll show all
um,
the. I think one of them comes with a print too. I forgot to. Oh, a print and like a patch too. There's going to be a Terrorat patch.
oh,
So you
cool.
might be interested in that for your
Oh, I
vest.
would be. Like this vest this time around with this vest, I'm not putting any like band stuff or movie stuff. I only want to put like art shit, so like comic
Cool.
shit and like I got a Spy versus Spy patch down here and like the
Nice.
shit, you know what I mean? Like
I love Spy versus Spy.
oh fuck, me too, man. You know what's crazy? Like like probably like once a week I end up going into this store after work called Shoppers Drug Mart, which is basically like a CVS. You guys call them CVS, like a drugstore, because they're open
Right.
at like I get off work late as fuck, but you go in there and fuck, hold, I just lost my goddamn train of thought. Um, bu- 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 what were we just talking about that right before that? Before I
Shit, we
fucking
were
cut you
talking
off with my
about
bullshit.
fuck my brain's fried too, man. Sorry.
Fuck, I shouldn't have fucking smoked more dope. Well,
There you
that's a
go.
good fucking move. But
Yeah, that helps.
shit, I don't know. Anyways, I gotta show you this, man, because fuck it. This
Yeah,
right
let's
here
see
is
it.
this is the second piece of Terrorat fan art that I've done. Like I said, it's not complete,
Which, by the way,
but
you're the first fan art.
there it is.
Very first.
Like so, I have to give a bit of backstory on this drawing. So a couple of weeks ago, because like a lot of times, like when I leave for work, if my wife's at work, like I'll throw on a movie or something for my dog, so they're not just sitting in a silent fucking house. And the one day she put on Aristocats, and I was like sitting there watching it like for the opening. Like this is a Disney cartoon that I haven't
Right.
seen in so fucking long. Or maybe it was either no, it wasn't Aristocrats. It was the one with the dogs. One of the dogs is played by Cheech Marin.
That's
But
funny.
basically, there's this hot dog vendor. So I had this hot dog vendor thing in my mind for so long. So here's Terrat getting a hot dog from Filthy Ralph at a hot dog vendor.
Dude, that fucking love that, dude.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I'm trying to see if like yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
that's
It's like
so cool, man.
it's not done. And like look at there's like a rat like climbing in this
That's
fucking
so perfect, dude.
yeah.
I
So
love your interpretation of the character, man. It's really cool. It's
I
really
think
cool.
this one is better than the last one in terms of
Yeah.
like I was trying like because drawing the tank part like that's like a test of uh you know like what's that called, like when you fucking when you lay down the lines and everything has to like be going the right way, like gritting shit out.
Perspective?
Perspective, like the way that the bottom, it's just fuck, man, I don't know how you do it.
I just
I don't know how you
eyeball that
fucking do it.
stuff, dude. I don't do perspective lines on that stuff. I just
Really?
eyeball. Yeah.
Wow, man. That's
Yeah.
insane, man. That's
Yeah.
insane. Someone says a comment, my Buckley bunch is farting. Don't know what the fuck that means.
Okay.
A
Good
bunch of people
luck with
saying
that.
happening. Dang man, you can draw. How long you been doing art? Well,
Ricky or me? I don't
I
know.
don't know, but how long? I know that the your
How long you been
atrocities have been
drawing,
going
Ricky?
on.
Probably all your life, right?
Well, there was probably like a nearly 10-year hiatus I
Oh,
took.
that's right. You told me that. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I drew a lot, and then probably around 2012-ish or whatever, I just kind of stopped drawing, and then I kind of came back when COVID hit because I was like, fuck,
Right.
what the fuck's going on? And I mainly I got back into it because of graffiti, and then I was like, okay, I can't fucking like make a career out of graffiti, and I was like, let me transfer that onto fucking paper, and like now I've got so much fucking sketchbooks and shit that are like full. It's crazy, but yeah, there's a 10-year gap, and like even now, like when I look at this drawing that I did today of the Terrorat, and I look at the last one I did, which was who I don't even know how long ago. It's just it's night and day. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
at least I can see all of the fucking stupid little mistakes and stuff, and you're like, ah, fuck, everyone's gonna be looking at that, and like no one's even gonna notice it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
that's everyone is. I'm sure Frank Frazetta would be like, someone's gonna fucking see that little fucking highlight that's off by a quarter
Will
of a
you
millimeter.
do you are you aware that he would, even when a painting or drawing or whatever it was finalized and on the product and printed and out in the wild, okay, whenever he would get his artwork back, he would continue to work on it and adjust things. And so whenever you would see like if like a painting would be just on display in his museum or outside of like where you would see it in print, there would be visible little differences and stuff because you go back and rework stuff even though it had already been
Yeah.
printed because he's just obsessive. Like to him, it's like it's not done until I feel like it's just interesting to me that he would send off a painting knowing that okay, I'm going to get that. I'll work on that later when it comes back to me. I'm going to go ahead and turn it in now since it's due. I just think that's funny. It's crazy.
I've seen a couple for Zetas. I probably told you this before, but they Kirk Hammett had an exhibit at the Toronto Museum, and he had a bunch of like horror posters and shit. And he had a couple of there was a couple Frazettas, and there was a couple of Basil Gogo paintings, and they were
Amazing.
like, I was like, holy fuck, like But the thing is, at the time when I went to that exhibit, it was sort of before I got back into drawing, so I knew who Frank Frazetta was, but I was like if I had a seen him now, I would have probably stared at them a little bit longer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas you know that was right before COVID hit. I was actually doing a fucking I was like filming this musical thing, and one day I just walked to the fucking museum, and this Kirk Hammett thing was there, and I was like, no way. So I got the ticket and I took the ride, as
That's awesome.
fucking Hunter Thompson would say. There's a comment here that this guy Nun says, maybe I'm the only non-bot here. He says, hey Sawblade, did you stop doing draw and chat all of a sudden?
Yeah, kind of all of a sudden because my brother and I got tied up with like personal just personal life things and um he long story short, like we just couldn't finance it. I was actually paying him to do all
Really?
this stuff for me because he was doing the editing and all the video stuff and um so since we like dissolved basically my company, he had to go and try to, make a living. And then I decided that, I was just going to focus on comics. That was really around the time things started slowing down for me with what I was normally doing.
Right.
So that to me was the opportunity. I just thought in my head, well, then I'll just see what happens with comics. I wanted to do that anyway my entire life. Like since I was a little kid, I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
wow, people do this for a living. I want to do comics.
Fuck
So
yeah.
I took that as an opportunity to just segue my career into doing that. And that's around the time probably you saw the Hellish Tyrant idea, which was going to be an
Right.
anthology, my own personal anthology. And then other things in my life happened, and that's how Terrorat came to be. And that's pretty much where I'm going to stay for a little bit, man. I'm really into this character, and I've got a lot of ideas, and
Right.
I'm just going to continue with that wherever that
Well,
goes for the foreseeable.
that's
You know what? I think Canada loves Terrorat, dude, because the lethal guys, the lethal people, everybody there loves it. I did an interview with a guy from Canada recently, a YouTuber, Elegant Weapon. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
I don't think so.
Name is Jason. He's got like 100,000 followers on his YouTube.
Holy
He's
fuck.
pretty big deal. But actually lethal lined that up. They lined me up with a couple interviews, but that was the only one that like came through.
Right.
And but he said the same thing. He's like he loves the character and can't wait for the book and
Yeah.
loves the concept of it. So
Well, it's
yeah,
it's definitely meant for a certain type of person, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Because I think anybody that likes any kind of sort of small press or indie stuff, you know, like they're gonna gravitate. Because like if I was walking through a convention and I looked at a table and I seen the cover of Terrorat, I wouldn't even fucking need to open it. You know what I mean?
yeah. You know what it's
And
about. Yeah.
yeah, it's like an exploitation film in comic form, like true to the
Hell yeah.
fucking true to the thing, you know, true to the word. Because like when you think of the most, you know, some of the most notorious exploitation flicks, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you know what it's about. You know what I mean? Right off the
Yeah.
fucking right out of the gate, or like I Spit on Your Grave. You know, it's like
Absolutely.
okay, something's gonna be fucking wild in this movie. I can tell because you know you don't spit on someone's grave for fucking you know
And I gotta
spilling your
say,
soda.
I gotta say on that cover, Carl colored it, and he did a bang up job, man. That thing pops, in my opinion.
Holy fuck, it's so nice.
Yeah.
It's so nice. It's cool to see like you know a comic sort of come together from its very beginnings of like you I remember you saying like, "Oh, I'm penciling this comic. You know, I'm going to be doing this comic." And it's like, "Holy fuck." Now here we are with it basically on the brink of existence. And like I said, you know, I can't say enough like how much it's gonna like how sick it's gonna be to fucking finally to see this in the flesh. So
Me too, man. I just
congratulations
hope
on
it.
that, man.
I just really, really hope it gets funded. That's what we need. We need for it to at least make the funding to get printed. So
Yeah,
that's why I'm
yeah,
trying to round up as many people as possible. In fact, I'm going to be hitting the streets with it here real soon after this show next week. I'm going to hit up every comic book store in town, every head shop, every record store, every tattoo shop I can get to,
yeah.
and just start flyering. I have a little flyer made with like QR codes so they can
Nice.
get look up the Kickstarter. Um, just doing it old school, man. Besides social media, to try to like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
go to the streets with it. I think that's a good way to. I
It's
think
the
that
only
film.
place. It's the only place where you don't need permission about anything, or you don't like. You know,
Well,
you can fucking just put it out there, and you're putting it in the public's face, like the people
uh,
around you. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
I think this book should come from the streets. Like it, it's for the people. Like it's for
Yeah,
certain people too. But I mean, I don't know. I want a grassroots, uh, you know, beginning with it, and I want to keep that feeling to
oh
it,
yeah,
attached to it. You know.
fuck yeah. That same commenter, None says, "Cool. It's glad to hear you. It's good to hear you land on your feet. I got that original Terrorat zine. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to get the full comic." And he says,
Awesome. Thank you for picking that up. Yeah,
then he
yeah,
says, "That's such a great way to describe Terrorat. It's exploitation comics. It is.
yeah.
But that's the thing. That's the thing, though, man. Because a lot of times, if you go to like, I've done more zine fest like fairs than I've done like comic fairs, and there's a big difference. You know what I mean? Like people that are making zines a lot of times, like they're making zines. They're not making comics. They don't give a fuck about that kind of shit. You know what I mean? They want to read zines about politics or this or that or whatever it is. So I think like my days of doing the zine festivals are kind of done, and I think I'll focus more on comic stuff because it's more likely that you're going to get your shit in the hands of the right people. It's more likely people will buy stuff. You know what I mean? Because they're like, oh, a lot of people that go to zine fairs and
They don't
comic
want
fairs,
to.
like
They don't want to
they
spend a lot of money, man. Yeah.
that's it. That's it. They don't want to spend money, and they also
Well, they want to trade too. They want to trade, which is, I mean, it's cool, but I think that, well, I mean, you make comics. Comics is hard work, man, on any level. I don't
it
care
is.
if you're doing a mini comic or a full story, or, I mean, you want to, not that we originally just do this for money, but man, it would be nice to sell your comic. Like,
Oh yeah.
here's my
Oh
comic.
yeah.
That's $5 or $10 or whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's the
but
best fucking feeling when someone picks your shit up off the table. They're like looking at it, and then like you see, and then they ask you how much it is, and you tell them, and they reach for the pocket, and you're like, dude, you're putting a burrito fucking dinner in me and my wife's fucking future. You know what I'm saying? Like this is dope.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's a sick feeling. I love it. But again, like with the zine stuff, and not to, I'm not trying to talk shit or be a negative Nancy, but like I don't really want to trade you if your things about like the anything to do with like politics or anything like that. I don't give a fuck. I don't like, I'd rather just give you a copy of my zine and be like, or my comic, be like, there you go, buddy. I like, keep your thing, sell it to someone, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to have to harbor a bunch of fucking zines, and I've got rid of a lot of shit over the years, you know what I mean? And it's like it kind of hurts you because it might be like DIY stuff, but it's like, you know what? This is better off in one of those like lending libraries, you know what I mean? Like they have them all over. There's no excuse. Like never throw a book away. Like you take it to a
no,
fucking library, or like I said, those little lending libraries, man, they're all
yeah,
over the place. You could just stuff shit in there and then forget about it. And then you know what? You go to sleep at night with a guilt-free conscience, and their shit's out there. You did them a
yeah.
favor.
That's how you
You know?
handle that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been placed in that situation before, but onto a fucking onto a brighter topic. I just want to bring up something. I'm doing a comic right now personally myself, and it's called Visual Voodoo. It's going to be probably a 52-page anthology. It's all me. It's all my shit, and
Amazing.
I'm 23 pages deep on it right now, inked,
Wow.
and it's just
You're
like,
fast, man. I wish I could draw that fast.
well, I'm also drawing at like 5.5 by 8.5. Like that's the
Ah,
size that I draw. Like I draw
yes.
to the print size pretty much. But I'm having a blast with it, and I printed like a mock like a mock-up of it just so I could show some pages out of it. But so far I got 3 stories done, and like this is just like a sample of it. Like actually
Oh, that's sick.
that's the last fucking page, but I'll show it anyway.
That's sick, man.
Yeah, so
I
it
like
looks
that.
way better in color because it's like
That's
black and white. I
crazy.
can't really see it too good, but um this is actually based off of a short film that I made.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so it's called Afro Death, this first story, and it starts off. I kind of like, you're a comic guy, so you'll get this. Like, you're trying to tell a bit of a story with news reels,
Oh,
like
yeah.
on the TV and shit. But so that's that first story, and then I did uh sort of a more simple comic called Wasted, which
Mm.
is, if you're a fan of the Grand Theft Auto games, when you die in those games, it says wasted on the screen. So
Oh,
that's what I
okay.
called this comic. So it's just sort of like placing Filthy Ralph and Little Ricky in those like Grand Theft Auto games and stuff like that. And
Right.
the coolest thing that I think you're gonna think is sick is I've done a sequel to Blood Drunk. So Blood Drunk 2.
Nice.
This is, I think I sent you a shot of that
Oh,
wizard
yeah.
guy speaking. Yeah. So this is like sort of my homage to like Mobius, homage to like it's gonna be sick, man. Like I'm putting these out in this anthology like as chapters. So like this is Blood Drunk Chapter 1 or Blood Drunk
Nice.
2 Chapter 1, and the next story I'm starting because this is the third and final one that I've completed so far. But the next one's Rotten Revolver Chapter 1. So
Nice.
that's it's a western, but this is one of my favorite shots.
I
Is
like
this
the
van.
name. Yeah, yeah, that's so cool.
And like my wife loves that there's like a little hula chick on this guy's dash.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's Visual Voodoo work print right now with 3 stories so far. It's been very fucking dope to see it come forward because every time I did the first 2 stories and I printed a test run just to see what it looked like. And then I fucking finished the third one, printed it, and I'm like, oh my god, it's like it's getting thicker and thicker, and it's just
That's
it's
awesome,
quite the
man.
feeling.
Yeah. That's
Um,
cool, dude.
we got another comment here from Nun Nun. He says, "Man, your art has progressed a lot since I started following you, Video Homicide. That first page you showed was awesome." Well, I appreciate it. Even I'm gonna do a YouTube video coming up where I talk about like comparing yourself to yourself. Like you should never compare yourself or your art or your craft to another person because like that person has has their own created their own style, like their own version. I could never draw like SawBlade666. SawBlade666 could probably fucking ape Filthy Ralph pretty good, but it would never have the same like like when BB King does that shit with the guitar, like the vibrato or whatever. It's like everyone's drawing has their own vibrato, so like you'll never get a complete copy.
No,
And like
yeah, you're
that's
right. I mean, the closest I would get to like maybe in the style you do would be the mini comic. Because if you've noticed, the new Terrorat pages don't really have that
right,
feel to it. A little more detail, you
right,
know.
right.
Because I drew that thing to size. I mean, it's like that big. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, it's
so
a small one. It's that's a
yeah,
true mini comic.
yeah.
Um, but
And it's hard for me to draw that small, man. It really is. Yeah,
it's it can test your fucking patience, that's for sure, man. And if you're using a fucking thick whiteout or something and you fucked up twice on it or something and it's that small, you're like, God damn it! Like you're gonna have
yeah,
to cut a little piece of paper out and tape it on,
yeah,
paste it on.
yeah.
Um, I just want to refer to this thing over here. So yeah, like uh, that comic. One more thing about that Visual Voodoo is it's going to be the first book that I ever do that's going to have the perfectly bound spine or spine. I'm fucking up my word there, but
Square back, like
square
a.
back. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
square
nice.
bound. Yeah. I always say perfectly bound because when you go on the websites of print shops and stuff, that's how they say it. They're like, oh,
That's how they
perfectly
say it.
bound, like fucking square bound, man. Um, but I'm only going to be printing a small run, but I plan on like continuing to do these and that way to sort of like it's my own sort of anthology book that's going to complete my own stories, and then when that said story's done, I'll make a standalone copy just so I have it in my own collection. But I really am doing this, dude, because I feel like I need to. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
because
absolutely.
I'm like, okay, I've made at this point I think it's 14 comics, and I'm like, I want to make a comic that's a bunch. I want to make a solo anthology. I've wanted to do it for so long, and I'm like, man, fuck it, do it, get it done, and let's fucking see what it looks like. And that's going to be the same feeling like when I crack those fuckers open is going to be the same with you with Terrorat. You know what I'm saying? We're just going to be shitting our pants, man, because like I've said before, the ultimate high is seeing your comic like in print. Like because when you just draw on all these separate pieces of paper, you got a pile of paper on the table. But when you see them like in book form, like in
Yeah,
sequential order, it's so fucking awesome. The only
it's
thing
a
that
rush.
compares
Yeah,
is looking like when you look at the original art, like in a portfolio, that's the only thing that compares because
yeah.
to see it in order.
Are you having them printed through Mixum, or what are you
I'm
using?
I'm gonna I'm gonna check out a few local places around here first
Oh, okay.
because that way I'd totally be able to save on shipping. I know there's at least 2 places around here that do it, but I only want to do like maybe I want to see how much it would cost to do like 10. You know what I mean? Because
Oh,
it's gonna
okay.
be it's gonna be
Low print run.
uh it's gonna be very low print. Just and then I'll see what happens if people are interested in it. Then I'll definitely get more made. But at the beginning, I just want to keep it low and just see what happens with it, because I want to sell it. I want to make money off it, but at the end of the day, I just want to make it just so I can fucking make it, dude. Because I feel like I have to. It's just like a compulsion. It's like
Yeah.
Ed Piskor used to say, like it's like compulsive cartooning. And every
Yeah.
once in a while I go through that, and I'm like, holy fuck, I'm like drawing every goddamn second if I could.
Yeah. Yeah. Know the
Mental.
feeling.
Mhm. Um, but yeah, there's so many like ideas, I'm sure in your head as well, like not even just for Terror but like for other comics and stuff. It's like, fuck, you want to make these, but to actually sit there and do the work and make it, like that is a test of like, that's a discipline thing. You know what I mean? It's like, to finish a comic is an incredible feat, I think, at least, because when you look at all the work that goes into, no one knows like how many fucking hours you spent on each page, or
Yeah.
how long you plotted this story for in your head. Could be you could have thought about this story for 20 years. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's living rent free in your head until you put it on the paper, and then you can see it. Because when I was making the short films and shit, it was like, yeah, this is fun, but you can only explain so much in a short film, like without fucking going into extreme financial ruin or some sort of CG or AI ruin.
Yeah.
So to make a comic out of it, you can really get what you mean down on the paper. And that's just like
Yeah.
one of the best parts of it.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure, man. It was a big accomplishment for me because I've never done more than 5 or 6 pages of a comic, and
Right.
all years in between apart from each other. So when I sat down and did 24 pages this year, um, and I penciled it in a month, and then wrapped it up in 6 months, like, so 7 months total. That was a yeah, that was a flex in my little world. Like, that
Well,
was
yeah,
huge for me because, like I
definitely.
said, that's been a goal of mine, to do a complete book, like, over 30 years now.
Yeah.
I struggle. I struggle with it, and then comics is intimidating. Like, it's always been intimidating to me. Um, I always struggle with it. But
It's
as hard
daunting.
as it is, I'm addicted to it, and as hard as it was to finish that, it was the most rewarding, out of any illustration or any other thing. Like, finishing that book was the most rewarding ever in my
Are you
career.
good? Are you
And I didn't get
keeping all
paid
the
for it. I
original
just
art?
did it. I did it on my
Because you did it.
dime.
Hey, you did it because you needed to do it,
Yeah.
and because you love it, man. And so what I was saying was, are you going to sell the originals, or you're keeping all those bad boys?
I'm keeping them for now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like this is
It's
this is
kind of
just
hard for me
my
to get rid of that tier thing because I really like it. But man, that'll just help the campaign. Like, that's just
right,
going to help the
for
book.
sure.
So, yeah.
For sure, but like in terms of the actual story, I feel like if you do like, don't, you do what you got to do, but like if you sell it all together, so those all stay together, and those would be
Yeah.
able to be seen in a fucking gallery, or like,
Maybe,
who knows?
maybe later down the line, but man, that first one is really special. The character's special to me. It happened in a really, like, trying time in my life. There was a lot of stuff going on, and I struggled through that book because I have an injury. I got injured back in January. I tore my rotator cuff, so on my left
Ah,
shoulder, so it hurts to draw, and so I struggled through those pages. So there's a lot of pain. There's a lot literal, blood, sweat, and tears, man. Like, I'm gonna hang on to them for a while. Yeah,
yeah,
I may not ever
definitely.
sell them. I don't know. Someone have to inherit them or something.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go, man. Yeah, because those are gonna be awesome. Like that. I went to a comic festival in September. They were doing it's called the Ting Festival, and it's basically because the local newspaper here, there was a cartoonist for years, and he passed away in the 80s, but they've kept this festival going, and they had a zine fair and a comic fair. So I went there, and I was looking at some of the original art, and it was like, once again, like seeing the 11 by 17 paper. It's like, holy fuck, like to do an entire comic on that size paper, like that is like a that's a task that I want to complete. I want to definitely do that size, but it's like, fuck, it's just so much. Like you said, blood, sweat, and tears. Like you gotta want to do it. Apparently, so far I haven't wanted to do that enough, but one day I will definitely do 11 by
It's
17
like a
for the first.
mental block, man. Like it can be difficult, but I guess I'm used to drawing bigger anyway. Sometimes that 11 by 17 isn't enough room for me. Like to me, that's small in some cases. Like because
Yeah,
you're still doing panels that could be that big on 11 by 17, and sometimes like you're drawing no bigger than in that space, depending how big you go with your panels. But
yeah,
I'd say if you break it down before you go into it really well and you figure it out, you could do it. You could just, you know, I think you wouldn't have an issue once you get the hang of doing a few pages. You start off with like
yeah,
a 5 pager, 11 by 17, and you know go from there. That's what I did for years before, dude. Literally years before I tackled a full book. I
yeah.
mean, my first few pages were like, I don't know, 90s, early 90s submissions. And then my own story was 5 pages, like in 95 or so. Finally, I did like a little 5 pager of my own characters, and I still have it. Um,
Nice.
but I would wait several years and then do another thing. It's just so sporadic because I get frustrated. But you
Right.
just keep it in the back of your head, man, and then you just one day you try it and you keep doing it, and it clicks eventually. It clicked for me, man. Like it was hard, but then there were days, man, when I was just rocking it. Like, man, this is flowing good, man. And then some days it wasn't happening. It's a whole
Yeah,
different way of thinking. I know
yeah.
you do comics more than me, but for me, it's so much different than doing just illustration and because
Well, it
you're
is because you're trying to fucking tell a story and be consistent and all this shit. And you're like, no one thinks about like, if you fucking put a cut on a guy, like if you don't keep putting that same cut in the same spot throughout the comic, then you're just, it's little bullshit like that can drive you fucking nuts or keep you up at night. Like many times I've like fucking, I've been in here and I've been drawing and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna crash out, go to sleep. And then all of a sudden I like think about something and I'm like, fuck, if I don't go do that right now, I'm gonna forget. And then I come back in here, I'm in here for another fucking 15 minutes, just like, changing shit around. Like my comic Vomit Coffin, which you haven't seen yet. That's the 36-page Cheech and Chong Evil Dead one.
nice.
And I can't wait for you to see that shit, man. I'm gonna like once I have this fucking my Terrorat fucking fan art with the hot
That's
dog stand.
great, dude.
Uh, dude, I can't like once this is done, it's gonna be way better because like it's nothing's filthy enough yet for my liking. And like I want to put something on this banner. I wanted to say like Ralph's Wieners or something like that. It's
That's
gonna be
awesome.
sweet. But yeah, the Terror Rat, man.
I
Look at
love
his
how you
fucking
did
hot
the
dog.
I love how you did the spikes in the center like that, and I love the tank treads too, man.
Oh, it was hard, dude. That's why I was talking about, or I brought up perspective earlier because I thought it was Jeff Darrow trying to get those things looking like they're actually there, and then the hot dog stand. I'm like, if you actually tore this apart in a perspective standpoint, you'd be like, this could not make sense. But you know what? In terms of this drawing, it reads, I think.
It
And
works. I get it. Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
you're not gonna be, oh fuck, the perspective on that is fucked. Throw it out. You know what I mean? Like
nah, I think it fits the style. Like, I think that I don't know, man. I think sometimes when you try to get too exact on things, it can.
yeah, you could drive yourself nuts trying to get it like fucking
And,
picture perfect.
and that's not an excuse to like not do better or try to learn, but sometimes, man, especially with comics, it's about, does it get the point across? Does it, can I tell what's going on? And
Yeah,
yeah, I think that's the most important thing.
yeah.
Um,
If you can, if it reads, yeah, like
I'm having to like let go a little bit, man, because I can get caught up on details that don't really matter. You know,
Right.
they matter to me because I geek out on details, but
Yeah.
you spend a bunch of time on something that somebody's only going to look at for just a couple seconds. Although I have to remind myself though to not get too carried away with that because they're like if they're like us, they're going to go back and geek out on it.
Well,
So
not only that, but
it's got to
some
look
fucking
good.
some up and coming young cartoonists could find that fucking book and stare at it the same way you stare at like fucking Slain or like some fucking Richard Corbin shit. You know what I mean? They're gonna be like, holy fuck, and be inspired by that. So like
Right.
every detail counts. They will be fucking studied. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone will. It doesn't matter who the fuck it is or when, but it will happen. Hopefully, fucking, you know, soon enough. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
to me, like when I look at especially when you buy a comic, like I bought a comic from this guy. It was actually at a comic show. Let me see if I can get it down without fucking up this whole place. Ah, I should have fucking got this out beforehand, but oh well. Bunch of fucking blank DVDs and shit. Am I fucking pirating? Okay, so this box right here, this is a short box, like standard short box for comics. This is
Yeah.
only zines in small press.
Oh, nice.
So this you'll dig this. Okay, here it is. So there's this dude out of Canada. I'm not gonna pull out. I'll just pull out a few of his fucking things, but I had a table right beside this guy, and he ended up being a fucking awesome dude. And he does this comic called the fuck is that? Oh, it's a sticker called Peeper Creeper.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
like if you look at like it's so up my alley. Like when I seen this, I was like, dude, what the fuck? And it looks the part. You know what I mean? Like
That's
it's
so awesome, dude. You know what that reminded me of when you showed me the cover, especially with the colors? It reminded me of Sean Arberg. Arberg. He did Pork Magazine.
I've heard of Pork Magazine.
Dude, that artist is sick. You need to follow him for sure, man.
This is the another issue of it. I think I
Oh,
got
that's
like I
great.
I'm only missing one of them, but like this is the back cover.
That's awesome.
But the Peeper Creeper, it's a bunch of one pagers that he's compiled, like, and they're just so cool and
What's
like
the name of
perfect.
this guy again? What's the name of this
This
artist?
guy's name's Patrick Sparrow. Patrick
Wow,
Sparrow is his name. And like look at that greasy truck driver guy.
that's great.
Spe- Speaking of redneck, like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, and
and
they're
dude,
just
like
4 panels,
yeah,
like 4 panel gags.
yeah, I would definitely recommend checking this guy out. He did a bunch of stickers too.
Is he on
This was one of
Instagram?
them.
That's
He's on
sick.
Instagram. I'll
Yeah,
send you
send me
his
the
thing.
yeah, send me the page. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great, dude. I
Yeah,
would love to.
this guy did a fucking parody of like a Silver Surfer. He called it I got it. I bought every fucking comic the guy had when I seen them.
Dude, a
Uh
recent score I picked up, man. You may have picked this up. I don't know.
I already know what you're gonna fucking say. Is it Fuckator?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
fucker. No, I fucking didn't. I missed it. And as
Dude,
it
he did a
stands right
second
now,
print run of it.
well, the thing is, it's gonna cost me like probably close to 100 fucking bucks
Oh
when it's
my
all said and
gosh.
done. So I'm like, and it's not his fault. It's the fucking like
Tariffs.
it's 40 bucks American right off the gate. So that's gonna transfer over to like probably almost 60 Canadian plus the shipping, which whatever that ridiculous amount's gonna be is gonna be in American dollars, get transferred to Canadian, and it's just like 100. Like it's too fucking much, man. This is the last one I'll show you though. This is the probably the coolest cover I think.
That's great, dude.
Yeah, and like this guy, I asked him because I was like, "How? Like, what are you using to fucking color this?" Or I said, "Like, what's your process?" He does it traditionally, and then he scans it and he colors it in Photoshop, which is similar to what I've done in the past. I always do everything traditional, but I've scanned it and I've colored it on Adobe Illustrator, which this stuff is great though, man.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah, and then
that's
this
great.
was this was the cosmic
That's fucking
surfer.
awesome.
Very like this is black and white, but it's very like trippy shit, you know.
Yeah, that's beautiful shit. I love it.
Yeah, so yeah, Patrick Sparrow, dude. I'll send you the link. That
Yeah,
guy is
send
fucking.
me that
He's.
link. Yeah.
You know, there's also another fucking another comic in here if I can find it real fucking fast that I think you would appreciate. Shit, being a liar out of myself. God damn it. I have I got shit all over the place, so sometimes I forget to catalog stuff properly. Let's see. Shit. I'm looking for my fucking my copy of Terrorat and all that shit, but I don't know where the fuck I stashed it. I don't think it's in this box. I wanted to show that
Oh yeah.
to the fine people. Is that it? No.
It'll be good to
I'm
do a
pretty sure
side
it's.
by side when the new one comes out, you know.
Oh yeah. Um. 5, 6. Yeah. Who knows? Shit gets fucking. I guarantee it's probably fucking tucked in between something, and I'll never
I hate
fucking.
when that happens.
Oh fuck, dude, that's the bullshit, man. I hate that because like when you're fucking looking for like in a situation right now, I'm trying to show you something. And it's like, oh, I don't know where it is, and like,
Well, and then you wonder, like, am I ever gonna find it? Because could be tucked anywhere, you know.
well, that's the fucking problem of having so many fucking like books on a shelf or something. You're just like,
Yeah.
you know, like I know you know how that is. Like
Oh
fucking
yeah.
bookshelves, they shit fucking gets lost on a bookshelf, and you never fucking find it, and then you're like going, I know I have that, but god damn it, who knows, man? I don't fucking know where it is right now.
That's what we get for
But
being hoarders, right?
there was another cartoonist. I don't know if you've ever heard of this guy. He's out of Canada as well, and he does this comic called Dynamite Diva. Have you heard of it? The guy's name's Jasper Jubinville. This is the latest issue,
Wow, it looks
#4.
crazy.
But it's very like undergroundy, very dense.
Love it.
Yeah, this I'll send you this guy's Instagram link, man, because his shit is just like look at this like bottom panel with like the snake going towards the chick's crotch.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, his character Dynamite Diva. There's a collection that you can get that has like the first 3 issues and then a bunch of other random back matter. And then this is the 4th issue, and he's currently working on the 5th one. So check it out. I think this is his best work right here. Like I don't, it's going to be hard to top this. This story is called "The Engine Whispers," and it's
Wow.
basically about this fucked up cab driver like fucking around with
That's
this character
crazy.
Dynamite Diva. Dude, it's so sick, man. And he's done a bunch of shit. It was if you pre-ordered that issue 4, you got this little zine, this little sort of process zine,
Oh
which
wow.
I love when they do shit like this. And this is another thing that he did called Milkmaid, which was I think a ballpoint pencil comic that he did, and
Oh wow.
I think he sold the whole thing off like as one thing, and that's sort of what we talked about earlier, man. Like if you're gonna sell a story, like sell the whole fucking thing, because then you know people like it stays together. You know, like you'll never be able to
Right.
get an official artist edition of that story, you know, because the pages are all fucking over the planet or whatever.
Well, what I have planned also is like I want to compile all these issues into a big hardbound eventually. So
That's a fucking sick idea.
yeah.
Well, that's sort of a project on its own, like bookbinding. Like some people do that. Like I've seen I think Jim Rugg is a big component of that, like
Oh
doing
yeah.
actual binding and shit. Like I've seen guys do like
Benji's
a
the
little
wizard, man.
hardback.
Yeah.
Oh, I know it. I know it. I'm a big fan of Jim Rugg. I'm a big fan of a lot of those Pittsburgh guys, and I officially don't know where my fucking Terror Rat shit is though. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna fucking stand here for the rest of the night looking for it, but it exists here somewhere. Anyways,
Well, I'll have to make another one and send it to you.
Well,
if you
I know
can't find
it's here. It's just probably in a fucking stupid spot. It's probably like,
it.
you're like, fuck. If you've seen like my shelves right now, you'd be like, dude,
Yeah,
how the fuck do you live with yourself? Because like there's stuff on top of everything. And
yeah,
sometimes like if I have like a DVD-R of a film or just like a bootleg piece of shit, I'll like put it on top. And then all of a sudden you got all these fucking loose discs and you're just like, oh man, I'm a fucking mess. Um, no None says just Googled Peeper Creeper and it's on Adult Swim.
is it?
I don't know if it's a cartoon or not, but yeah, that guy Patrick Sparrow, he's the creator and he's fucking, you know, pretty cool dude. Um, I had I had a bunch of fucking heavy metal issues given to me by my uncle a couple of months ago, and I've just really been,
Yeah, I remember when you flipped through those. Some of those.
yeah,
Yeah,
I've just been very inspired, and like that's sort of what really inspired that Blood Drunk #2, because I was like, man, I want to do something that's I want to do something in that same kind of world. And I kind of like said, okay, I'm not going to call it Blood Drunk 2, but I'm like, well, it's what it is, you know? So why would
sure.
I fucking call it something else? And, just again, like Mobius to me, I think is one of the best I've ever fucking seen.
Oh
And
yeah,
Philip Droulet, I think I like Philip Droulet is like, I don't even know what the fuck that guy's smoking because it's
yeah.
got to be super laced, you know?
Godlike for sure.
Godlike, man, is like what the I have a fuck I had a double heavy metal double and I cut a Philip Droulet piece out and I got it framed on the wall over here.
Yeah,
He's
it's
fucking
amazing.
fits. Oh man, it's crazy. It's crazy to see like and again, like going back to that visual voodoo book I'm doing, like I want to do a book with a bunch of stories in different styles. You know what I mean? I don't want it to just all look like the standard style that I do. I'm trying to like really broaden my horizon and just because I kind of fell into a comfort zone for a while and like I do enjoy like my standard style, but I want to sort of practice on other stuff because a lot of times like this style right here, like this requires a lot of fucking ink because to get like those lines nice and thick, I really have to like I go over everything pretty much twice just to make sure everything's nice and bold and stands out because I want it to look like I want the line work or the lines to be there like prominently. I don't want there to be any confusion. And that's sort of why I've struggled with brush pens because you can't get like a solid line. Like it's always unless you're fucking a goddamn machine, it's always going to be on its own, And I think that
Yeah.
it's just the way it
Well,
is.
I mean, let's see. I don't know if you can see like this is brush line. All that's uh brush. Like
Ah,
let's see. This hand, all that. The tail. Uh
ah,
some of this is pen though, like that's all pen. But what I was getting at is like with a brush, that's just one fucking press down and pull and you get that thick. Yeah. It just takes practice, And I've been really getting into these fucking what is it at? Uh these little jobbers, man. These little
oh, yeah.
Pentel brush pen. Yeah.
See, I think with the brush pen, because you've told me about a bunch of ones that you've tried in the past and stuff, and it's like I don't think that it matters what the fuck brand it is or whatever. It depends on the person using it, man. Because if you don't have like the fucking hands to use the brush pen, like I feel like I'm so heavy handed when I draw. Like it's not in the cards for me. At least like not on any sort of like real detail shit. Like I watch Scotty Young. He does a lot of these like ink
Yeah.
videos on his channel, and he uses the fucking brush pen too. And it's like you know
It's real
it's
loose. Yeah.
it's a very loose thing and to me like but like you could yeah that his shit's loose, your shit is tight as fuck like with like those lines you're talking about, but I mean like when you push down just like a little bit too much and then those two lines like that weren't supposed to connect, you know what I mean, like you
Mm.
just fuck it.
Mm.
I actually did a piece that was I don't know. I think I'm pretty sure I posted this. You may or may not have saw this, but I did a entire brush pen. This is a scene out of Scarface, but everything in this is brush pen.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, and like you can see like Filthy Ralph and Little Ricky and the dead guys and shit. And I was like, at one point I was like, hey, I'm over this, but then I just powered through and I was like, hey, actually I don't mind it, but to do like a comic, oh here's the comic, where Death orders pizza.
That's
You
great.
know, this is the kind of shit, man, that I just obsessed with, man. Like I did the where is it? There it is. That Villains Con poster. I'm sure I've showed you that before, but
Yeah, that's great.
like the original, and when you look at the original, it's like looking at a different thing than when it's in print. It truly is, because you see all the little fuck ups, or not fuck ups, but like if there's a little bit of pencil left somewhere that the printer didn't pick up, like that's the only way to see those little things, man. And
Yeah,
it's
man.
crazy.
There's a comment that I can answer or question or
Oh, he says, I've been using the thinner version of that pen. The thicker one just feels like it
well,
lays down so much ink, it's hard to control.
here's the trick to fix that. If you okay, there's two things. These pens come with cartridges. You push the cartridge in and you're ready to go, right? The ink that comes with these pens is very watery. Okay. So what I do is I replace this ink. Like once this you know uh, runs out, I refill it with a different ink, and I use uh, it comes in little bottles. I don't have an example of it here, but it comes in little bottles, and it's called Repeatograph ink. That's actually a trick I learned from Scotty Young. He refills these pens with Repeatograph ink, and the flow is just a little smoother and less like runny. Another trick is like if you run two of these, store one this way, okay? And then when you use it, as you're using it, the ink doesn't flow out as fast.
Makes
And then
sense.
when that one starts to fucking get too runny, switch to your other one and then, go back and forth. That's how I was doing it before I was refilling these. But that's a really good, you have to take a syringe and they're real cheap. Just get it's like, they're on Amazon and
You have a
you
dollar
open,
store, shit like that.
yeah,
Like,
you just open the bottle of ink and put the syringe in there and then put it, fill the cartridge up and you're ready to go. I mean, it works great. Yeah.
do you ever think a pen would be so much like a Zippo lighter? You know what I mean? Where you gotta
Yeah.
like fucking unscrew shit and put liquid in. It's a fucking whole process, man. I love it though, and like that's the thing. When I see people using the crow quills, or like those pen nib things, man, I'm like, man,
Yeah.
kudos to you guys, because that is a hard thing to get your grasp around, man. I've tried before a few times, and shout out to my friend Radioactive Blob Fuel. uh he was like like trying to get me down with those, and
I
again I
I actually
fucking
did a
couldn't do it.
whole 5 pages with a crow quill. I can show it to you back in
Fuck
90
yeah.
back in 95. I actually have it sitting right over there. I can show
Yo,
you.
go get that shit,
Yeah.
man. Let's see it. None says, I love rapiditographs, so I have a bunch of that ink. I still use bigger ones to just do huge black fill-ins, so the next time I black out a huge section to blast through one of those, I will. Nice. Those rapiditographs, those fucking they're
I
like
use those.
$50 a pop, man. Fuck.
Yeah, it used to be 25 a pop.
I'm too
All right.
fucking cheap, man.
So this is 4 pages. This is actually my first um like these are like my own, this is my own story. It's like probably my first non submission, Marvel submission or DC submission. It was like my own story with my own characters. And I was like 20 years old and I was getting into heavy metal a lot, the magazine and other shit. And I've always been super into like Mad Max and stuff. So, but yeah, you mentioned Crowquill. I did this entire book with like a Crowquill, minus like the solid blacks with a brush. But yeah,
Wow.
so yeah, this is '95. So it was a long time ago.
It's so fucking wow. You can tell it's very mad. Is that a rat? Like, is that a giant rat?
No, it's
And
like
the
a kind of a crab monster looking.
oh, okay, because all I saw was the fucking all I saw. I saw the tail, and I was like, no way.
No, he's got a
Fucking
tail, but he's got like these crazy spider crab like
wow.
legs, you know.
I love
And
like the
then
shadowing on that guy's face too, on the panel above. Holy fuck.
here's the next page. It's top panel. There's the monster there.
Wow. Oh, no wonder. Okay, I was looking at my fucking my screen because it's bigger than my phone. I was like, why is the fucking page different now? That's insane, dude. Is this available to get in any sort of like publication out there? No, you
No,
just
I never
it's
got
just
published.
yeah.
I just did it. Yeah. There's page 3. Flying
That's a
Cadillac.
fucking sick piece right there.
So I used a
I dig that dude fucking his huge hair. Holy shit.
yeah.
Oh,
Here's
that's
the
so
last
cool.
page. There's 4 pages,
What
not
did you
5.
call this story? What was the story called?
Didn't ever have a name. Just did it. Had it in my head, and so yeah, it repeats, starts over.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's excellent. And you say that's from like about 95?
95. Yeah. So it was
Wow.
like mainly Crowquill and brush, but yeah, like I did all the line
Damn.
work with Crowquill. Yeah, and after that, I was like, nah, I don't brush. I'll take too, but the Crowquill, I didn't really.
No.
It's too
I couldn't
scratchy,
wrap my
man.
head around it, man. It is too
It's
scratch. I feel like I've cut it's like an X-Acto knife for fuck's sake,
yeah,
or X-Acto blade. It's like using a saw blade to fucking work on paper, man. It really is.
right.
Uh, Nun says, dude, that is an amazing page. I'm so glad you got into doing full comics. And he also said, I gave myself a full set of repetigraphs for Christmas last year, $300. Fuck.
Take care of
And
them,
then
man. They'll last forever.
and then he says, Sawblade, these pages look like something from heavy metal. You should send that in as a submission. Well, you were one of the first persons I thought of when heavy metal sort of came back. I was like, fuck, you could like Terrorat would fit right in there, obviously.
Yeah,
Like,
I maybe, but more so maybe like the hellish tyrant sci-fi, like Blade Runner meets Mad Max story I was doing probably would be. But yeah, Terrorat would work. I
oh
kind of
yeah,
want to like yeah, people were like submitting stuff and I thought about it, but I wanted to give it time to see how the new establishment behind the magazine
yeah,
does, to see where
yeah.
it goes, you know, before I really
Put yourself into it.
yeah,
Because if
yeah,
it goes to shit, you don't want to be a part of the shit legacy. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
But so
fuck.
far it's pretty cool. Yeah.
I've seen fucking Jim Mafu did a variant cover for one of
He
the
did.
issues. He's killing it too, man. Like he's got that
Man,
fucking like
his new
all those
comics
guys
are
are doing good, man. It's good time to be into this shit.
it is, man. It's great for indie comics. It's kind of like it's kind of lost in kind of the wild west as far as like the direction, but it's all Kickstarter, you know, since Diamond crumbled and there's not like a lot of easy access to distribution. I guess that's why, you know, things like Kickstarter help out because you know, that can get it to your fans.
Definitely. And having a YouTube channel, I think helps those guys, man, because people are interested in the conversation in the process. Like I first found out about Jim Mafu years ago with a book called Marijuana Man that he
Okay.
did with I think I think it was Ziggy Marley had something to do with the story, but and I think Joe Casey is the guy that wrote it. But
Right.
I always knew about Jim Mahfood, and then flash forward all these fucking years later. Uh, I find him on YouTube. Or I've kind of through kayfabe, and
Yeah.
I got into watching his solo YouTube videos where he would go through his sketchbooks and he went through some autobiographical books and shit like that. And he was talking about or just showing stuff that was very inspirational to me. And I remember thinking, fuck, I wish I could find some of his stuff. Now, at the same time that this sort of discovery is happening, there's this killer sale happening downtown in my city at this comic shop that was going out of business. So you could fill a short box for $40. And then the next week, which was the last week. So I filled one for 40 and then I went back the next week, filled one for 20.
Wow.
First time around, dude, I found the collected 40 ounce collected. So this collects let me see.
That's a cool cover.
Oh dude, it's so sick. This is all of his the four this is all the 40 ounce comics that he did, which was like
Oh,
I guess it was like
nice.
a solo comic, but if you watch those live streams that he posted, like they're fucking entertaining as hell, man. Definitely if you got fucking multiple hours to kill. But the next time around, I found the classic 40 ounce.
Oh,
So, and I was
nice.
saying to my fucking I was saying to my fucking wife, I was like, I would like when I found the first one, I was like, well, fuck, this is crazy. And then when I found this one, I thought this was just a different cover, but no, it's a completely different thing. It collects all of his early Girl Scout
Yeah.
comics,
Yeah.
which are fucking crazy. And not only does it collect that, but it collects all the back matter. So like if there's pinups from people, like they're in here, and it's crazy. So
That's great, man. Yeah.
yeah, this is the kind of shit that I didn't really when I first got into collecting comics, I would have dismissed this type of stuff because it wasn't Bronze Age fucking Marvel. Like this is I'm talking like 2011, But then when I sort of found my own taste because I was sort of influenced by a lot of people online and shit. I was younger as well, and I had bought a lot of random shit that I did not give a fuck about, and I realized quickly that I loved small press. I loved indie stuff, and that's where basically my tastes have stayed. Other than picking up the
Well,
odd fucking like Marvel thing, like I have
yeah.
a bunch of Frank Miller, Daredevil shit and all that kind of stuff, but I'm not into the other stuff really. It is
Well,
never really for me. So
yeah, I have a similar story because prior to seeing the Crumb documentary, I was pretty much a mainstream comics guy. But when that documentary dropped, I saw it and it changed my life as well as my viewpoint on comics. And from there led me to things like, Slow Death, you know, uh, Spain Rodriguez, Greg Irons, just down the line, and then picking up heavy metal and Richard Corbin, and so that movie, not just being introduced to Crumb and his work, it yeah, it spawned my interest in to other forms of comics and made me realize, even though it was in front of my face years before, that hey, it's not just superheroes. Because honestly, at that time, I was getting really bored of it, and outside of the classics, I just didn't have much. Yeah, my interest was waning. But that
yeah,
movie saved, you know, my interest in comics for sure. Like it was just new, just doors open, man. You know,
yeah.
so
Well, it definitely helped, man, because if it wasn't for you seeing that, there wouldn't be Terrorat. If it wasn't for me
no,
seeing
yeah,
that fucking my comic book documentary moment was the documentary called Comic Book Confidential.
I
I don't know
remember
if you've
that.
seen
Yeah,
that. That one, like
yep,
everyone's in that has all that fucking old footage, like of all the Zap Comics guys, like Gilbert Sheldon and Spain
yeah.
and fucking S. Clay Wilson and like Robert Clement. They're all just like drawing, and Harvey Kurtzman is in there at one point. It's like, what the fuck? Could you imagine being at a jam that had like Spain, Wilson, Crumb, Kurtzman, all these guys? They smoking the fucking
Like the Zap Jams. Yeah.
Yes, man. I would that's my favorite kind of comics to look at. You know, I think Gilbert Sheldon, I think, is a genius. I think he's like Freak Brothers. Like, I know when people talk about underground comics, like you immediately think of Crumb, but I think Sheldon is just as fucking important, man.
And yes, I agree with you. And with that, that's related is Dave Sheridan.
Yes. You know what? I'm pulling out the box of undergrounds, dude. I
I'm
think it's this one.
getting the book too.
Yeah, pull some shit out. Let's see it. I think it's this box. I'll know right away. It's not this one.
Right here, dude. You ever heard of Leather Nun?
I've heard of that. What the
This
fuck?
is Dave Sheridan. This is his art book, but I'll find you
I don't own any Dave Sheraton stuff, but I've heard the name.
dude, it's so fucking. Well, he did. The reason I mentioned him after Gilbert Sheldon is because he did a lot of the Freak Brothers stuff too.
No
Um,
shit.
yeah, I'll show you like, um, dude, Leather Nun is like a masterpiece of underground comics. Like,
Holy
and
shit.
he does a lot of stippling too,
Oh,
um,
I love stippling, man.
which is super cool. Um, like, I don't know if this will show up on camera, but like this body's stippled.
Mental.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Ah,
Oh, look at this one. This is really cool too.
that's so dense.
Yeah,
That's so fucking sick. That's the thing. That was like to if you had to fucking describe like how underground comics look, it's like they look like just inky. Like so much fucking ink they laid down, man.
I love it, dude. I just I want that in my work so bad. Like I even noticed some of my panels like were kind of open,
Right.
and I was like, man, I want to fill this up more, but you know,
Fuck.
yeah, he did a Dealer McDope.
Dealer
Check this
McDope.
out, Dealer McDope, dude.
Obviously, Dealer McDope. That's too fucking insane. Dealer McDope. He's a fuck. Oh, here we go. Yeah. This is like where is not. It's about. Oh, here's one. Okay, dude. I don't know if I ever showed you this one. Yeah.
Yeah, see, he did like a lot of Freak Brothers. Here's like a open like a splash page.
Insane.
Yeah, good shit, man. Yeah, get this book if you can find it. It's great.
Here's one I wanted to show you. I think I might have talked about this one. Hold on. I'm just gonna pull a few things and I can sit down for fuck's sake. So I don't want to keep getting up. This must be the underground box. Otherwise, they've been stolen. Fuck, this is not it either. Where's that shit? Oh, does not make sense, man. Where the fuck? That's the fucking problem with having so much shit. Like, nothing's labeled. Nothing.
Oh, I
Oh, here
know,
it is,
man.
dude. It was in the first fucking box that I. What a jackass! I think you'll appreciate this box, dude. But this is what I wanted to show you real quick. So, there's this artist called Alan Robert. He's in a band called Life of Agony. He did a comic called Killigy, and it starred the characters were Frank Vincent, Marky Ramone, and Bree Grant.
I've heard of Life
And
of Agony. Yeah.
yeah, so the I don't know. I think he's the bass player. I know I should know that, but uh, when he made this comic and I discovered it, it's basically like Night of the Living Dead meets Goodfellas. That's how they sort of marketed it,
I,
and
I
they
think
did a
I saw you
special.
talk about this comic before, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was a Halloween special with Doyle on
Doyle,
the
yeah,
cover,
that's funny.
but I made a YouTube video about the first issue years ago,
Yeah.
And
Does
the
he
artist,
draw that? He draws it?
yes, yes,
Amazing.
dude, he got a hold of me and he sent me and autographed all these fucking things. Two of his stories. So he did this one called Wire Hangers.
Oh wow.
His stuff is crazy.
That's great.
Yeah, his stuff is really good. And then he did another story, which is this is a very disturbing comic. It's called Crawl to Me. And
Wow.
that was 4 issues as well. But yeah, he sent me those, and like the fucking stuff is just killer. It's very horror exploitation stuff. But the thing that I wanted to show you,
Is he still drawing? Is he still doing comics?
he's doing a lot of like adult coloring books and shit like that.
Okay.
So like he's doing the line work and then people color them and stuff. But there's a classic for you.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Zap Zero. I've trying to get a full run. That's Zap 2. And then
Well, that
Zap
number
fuck
that
3.
that Spain Rodriguez cover, dude. I think it's issue 7. I love that one.
Yeah, there's number 4. I'm missing a few.
Oh yeah.
This is number 5. I got a pretty solid like straight run.
That's great,
But
dude.
that where the fuck? That's 8. Yeah, I'm missing 7, dude.
That's this one right
Um,
here. Hang on.
is it with the weird? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
That's sick, dude. There it is, number 1.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I got to get both of those fucking things. This one, number 9, is a excuse me, not Spain. It's a fucking S. Clegg Wilson cover, which is
Dude, you
phenomenal.
ever heard
S.
of
Clegg,
Bijor Funnies?
I have.
Yeah, this is really
Insane.
good.
What the fuck, eh? Snoid. I got some Snoid somewhere. I don't. Do you know who this cover is? This is Zap number 10. It's a trip, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know. I'm not sure who did that.
Yeah. And then I got these ones are out of plastic, but this is a Spain cover, or excuse me, this is a Robert Williams cover, which is number 11.
Oh, that's
Pretty
great.
cool. And
Yeah.
then this is a Spain fucking wraparound cover. I think it's what is this?
Masterful.
Number 12, dude.
Masterful. I love it. Yeah.
Like how the
Dude,
fuck?
Spain to me, along with Dave Sheridan, but Spain too, like especially him, I think he should get just as much praise as Crom, in my opinion. You
Here's
know?
some fucking. Oh, I agree, man. This guy right here, Wilson, is probably my favorite of all
As
those
Clegg
guys. And
Wilson?
dude, 100, yes.
Dude,
This
you
hard
have
to find
this?
his. I don't have that. I do not have that. I
As
got
Clegg
this. This is
Wilson?
Checkered
Yeah.
Demon number 2 or
Oh,
3.
nice.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
we're all
got.
being underground comic dorks. I love it.
It's the best, man. I
Yeah.
got fucking. Where is it? Shit.
Dude, here's a
Fucking.
classic for you.
Let's see it. Homegrown. I
Homegrown.
got that. I got that one.
Dude,
Look at
did you
this.
ever see Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman's Underground anthology comic?
Uh, I got one that is it called Gobbledygook?
Yeah,
Are you
this
holding it
one.
right there? I
Yep.
might have that. I might
Yeah.
have that.
This is really good.
Dude, hold up your fucking hold up your homegrown funnies again and we'll use this as the thumbnail.
Yeah, let's do that.
There it is. Perfect. I gotta write down the time on my hand so I remember that. 123. Oh my god, that's so funny. Dude, here's my other my other Wilson comics. This one, it doesn't have a title on it, and it's sort of both covers are landscape.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, and
That's
it's
great.
just most of these aren't really comics. It's just really his landscape drawings. So you have this one called Number 2.
No, I don't have that.
This is a Wilson collection as well, man. And it's just
That's
fucking
sick.
too fucking awesome, man.
Dude, he was out there, man. That dude is phew.
What
Love
about
it though.
what about Cocaine Comics? You ever see this?
Dude, that's isn't that what's his name's dad
Dub
that did?
Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe so. What about Mickey Rat? Did you ever hear of Mickey Rat?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mickey Rat.
That's
I think
crazy,
this
dude.
This is from the 70s, I think, but these comics are fucking definite
That's where the
reprints because
band
they're
Rat
clean.
got their name from.
Oh, this was a good score right here. This was just a random Von Bode comic.
Nice. Yeah.
Whenever I find guys like that, I just buy them because it's hard to find that shit. And when you find it, you'll like this. I got a bunch of Freak Brothers stuff. I was trying to get a full run of that as well, but there's so many reprints and shit that it's hard to really get an exact list. Oh, there's one. You'll like this. This is Ripoff Press presents the Underground Classics, the early work of Greg Irons.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I would love to have that one. That's
They
awesome.
did. There's another one. I got it. I just don't know where the fuck it is. This is a
Dude,
totally
Ripoff still
waterlogged.
sells stuff. Like you can go to their site. Like I picked this up at Ripoff Press. I got. I'll show this to you. It was like one of the last ones, I think. I picked this up. The trash man, the actual paper.
Oh
Newspaper.
fuck! Nice. Wow,
Yeah, great.
that's huge.
Yeah, this is the
What the
original.
fuck?
This is like how it originally came out. Like
That's
it's beautiful.
mental.
It's beautiful, man. Seeing his
His
work
stuff is
that
so
big.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's such a treat, man.
it's like a fucking newspaper.
It really is.
Yeah.
These are a bunch of when I found these at a place, I bought them up. These are like reprints. This is volume 4, but it's probably got about like 120 pages each. There's volume 2 and volume 4 collected Freak Brothers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this is good. I have a bunch of singles, but again, like they're kind of hard to track down.
Right.
If you do find them, definitely pick them up. But a lot of it is all reprinted in one way or another. Like they're good at keeping Freak Brothers in print. And actually, a couple of years ago, they did. There's a Spain Subvert Comics.
Oh yeah, I have a few of those.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
it's such a
dude, have you ever heard
fucking
of Bizarre Sex? That underground comic?
um. I don't think so.
Let me see if I can find it. Hang on.
Yeah, see if you can find that. There's a Freak Brothers compendium, and this one right here. This is beautiful. I think this is Fantagraph. No, this is Knockabout. Yeah, they keep this guy in print, man. There was even a fucking oh man, this is this is one of my favorite fucking strips that he ever did. It's right up there. I'll show you when you get back, but like
Yeah,
it's it's right up there with Crumb's Stoned Again piece
oh,
where
nice.
like his fucking head's melting. Like this is you know I should probably print a copy of this off and hang it in here because it's very fitting. Yeah, you can't sleep on this guy. Like Crumb is, I love Crumb, but fuck, man, you can't talk shit about Shelton, especially for like funny ass fucked up shit too. It's like it's right up my alley. Like I like fucked up humor, dirty humor, and shit. Like the only problem is with this particular print is some of this shit isn't printed that great. That'll happen, I guess.
Turning into you, man. Now I'm looking for shit.
Yeah, it's like what?
Oh, here it is.
Where's my shit? Oh, I gotta plug my phone in. What do you got?
Richard Corbin cover.
Insane.
Dude, this has some heavy hitters in it, man. This is issue 5, and it's got Bill Stout, Richard Corbin, Robert Crumb, Joel Coleman, um, Steve Stiles. I think there's even some Crumb in here. Yeah, there's a Robert Crumb piece in here too. But dude, this shit's sick, dude. Like
Wow.
crazy.
What's
Oh,
that book
here's
called? Star Sex?
this is I think this is Joe Coleman, but this one's yeah,
That's dense. Holy fuck.
typical dense undergroundness. Yeah.
Do you think that that denseness comes from those guys being really fucking stoned and like super just like into the like because I've done mushrooms and drawn a bunch of times and like you really get into the fucking motions of like trying to cover as much white as you can on the page.
I think so, man. And like, if you remember if you ever see clips of the Zap Jam session, dude, they're all really like geeking out hardcore, just right,
Yeah,
noses to the page, just
very close to the page. It's like Crumb's already got those huge fucking shades, and he's like right above it, and it's like, dude,
Spain
these guys are
too. Yeah,
crazy.
man,
Um,
I love geeking out with you, man.
Oh, me too. It's the best. Well, because we understand. It's like, I've said this before. Like when you talk to somebody about shit that you both like the same shit, it's like it's a good time. Like even if you never met a fucking person before and you run in and at the bar randomly you see a guy reading a Richard Corbin comic, you're gonna be like, dude, Richard Corbin, like what the fuck? And then you're talking to the guy for 10 hours because of that one thing, like that one shared interest, and it's awesome, dude. And that's why when I don't know if I think I reached out to you one like before we ever started talking, like on a friend level. I was buying something off you. It was the Overlord. Was it called Overlord? It was that zine you put out.
Overdose.
Overdose. Okay, so I got Overdose off you, and when I sent the address, I sent the wrong fucking address, and I was like, "Oh, hey man, yeah, I sent the wrong address or something," and it got sorted out and everything, and I was like, "Okay, well that's that," and then I think it was I don't even know. I think it was when you guys started doing the live shows is when because I was like, oh fuck, this guy's doing video cartoonist kayfabe style videos, but it's fucking another artist. Like to me, if an artist is going through it, it's a different thing than some random guy doing a book review. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
we're the ones that are picking out the little fucking like, look at that cigarette butt. Look how fucking good that cigarette butt is. You know what I mean? Like he must have been looking at a real cigarette butt. Like that
Yeah.
kind of fucking thought.
Right.
It's different. It's different.
Absolutely.
It's good. It's the best, man. Like I said to like because like me and my wife when we did the puff puff paint thing tonight, like the other like when we like I knew that I had that, and when you were like, oh yeah, because we've been talking for a while saying, oh, we got to do another chat, got to do another chat, and it just worked out perfectly today that it was like all filled with like art and like talking art. You know what I'm saying? And that's like a good day in my book.
That's what it's
You know?
about, man. That's what it's
Yeah,
about.
it's fantastic. And I got like, because I really was staring at the page for a long time today, thinking like, I want to do a Terrorat piece, but like, how the fuck am I going to do it? And it all came down to that fucking hot dog vendor and that
Well, I was just
cartoon.
gonna say, us just now geeking out over our collections. What we do is like an extension of that.
Yes.
I think that's where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Um, I'm nowhere putting my shit in line with that. I'm just saying like it's what I consume and what I'm inspired by, and same with you.
Yeah.
That's what it's not coming out looking like some slick Marvel book.
Hmm.
It comes from the heart, and it comes from that lineage, in my opinion, because it's done in the same spirit. Um,
Yeah.
you know,
It really is. It
so
really is. And it's, you know, again, no shade or no fucking offense to like modern mainstream comics, but like I can't even fucking I got no reason for them. You know what I mean? And like they're the ones that take up 98% of the shelf space, and you get all this
well,
really good small press coming out.
it's a
It's hard
grind.
to get it out there.
It's a grind that I respect. I'm pretty impressed with because I know I couldn't do it on that in that capacity. And I think more though I'm impressed with the actual assembly line from the past of how things were done. Each uh, stage of a comic was its own craft: penciler, inker, letterer, and you could distinguish styles, and what someone would do to your thing would change it into something else. You know, inkers could be told apart. Um, it was really mix and match of like teaming up with the certain inker with a penciler would be hit or miss or powerhouse of its own
Yeah.
thing. You know, so I miss that dynamic. But man, something about I think something about like, okay, there's comic book artists and then there's being cartoonists like us. We do it
Yeah.
all. You letter,
Yeah.
you're writing it, you're lettering it, you pencil and ink it all yourself.
Yep.
That's gold to me, man. That's the way
That
to do it.
that's how you can guarantee like what you put out. Like you can't if there's a fuck up, you can only blame one person. It's you. You know what I mean?
It's me,
Like you
yeah.
can't be like, oh fuck, this fucking cocksucking letterer
Inker
fucked up
fucked
the
me over,
word.
yeah. Yeah.
Anchor fucked it. It's like, no, you fucked it. So either redo
Yeah.
the page or accept it. It's always better to just redo the page. Or if advice to people making comics for the first time: if you think you need another page to explain yourself better, do it, because you'll regret not doing it. I've regretted shit in the past with comics.
Well,
So
it's kind of funny. I've got something related to that. I was showing a completed book to a friend that I grew up with, and he loved it, gave it high praise. He goes, but I caught a mistake. And I'm thinking, oh shit, is it in a word balloon? Is it, is it misspelling? Is it, oh,
oh, we good?
lost you there. There you are.
All right, there we go.
But
Fuck yeah.
there was a little inconsistency problem.
Right.
I don't know. I'll let you catch it. But it was in a panel, and there was like just a inconsistency thing, or
Mm.
like a um, continuity thing. You know what I mean?
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. You like,
Somebody wasn't kind of like what you were mentioning earlier about the scar being in the wrong place.
yes,
I'll
yes.
let you catch it. But you know what though? I just the book was already sent to print. Okay,
Right.
it's not. I could probably change it. Tell them, hey, could you hold off till I change that? But I just left it. I was like, well, you know what? I know why that happened, and it'll just teach me to like be more mindful.
Oh yeah. It'll be whatever
And
it is, it'll be on the top of your fucking list of things to remember to not fucking
yeah,
do for the next one.
and then it's just a neat. It's a mistake, but it's also just a neat thing that's part of it. I don't know. It's not nothing that. It's weird that it didn't make me want to just right away change it. I just kind of left it. Just
Right.
whatever. Do the next thing. You know.
I've got I have a short list of a bunch of shit to double check when I'm doing these fucking comics now, because I've misspelt shit probably in every fucking thing I've ever done. There's at least one fucking thing in every comic, not in the last, like these ones I'm working on right now. They're like, I'm making sure it's exactly what I want. So
Well,
there's no real fuck ups in that.
I had Abby proofread mine. She's really good at grammatical stuff, and she
Nice,
read it through twice, and then Ryan read through it, and then Lethal has an editor. So,
nice.
not that they not one to like, oh, you need to not have this character do this or that or say this, but it was
Yeah,
just to like go over, you know, grammatical stuff, and
yeah, yeah.
that helps. You have like
Actually,
a
Terrorat should not be doing this in this panel.
we're not
Daniel, can
doing
you please
that.
change that?
Yeah, I'm
You got to
not doing.
remove the beads of perspiration off the astronaut's forehead.
Yeah, I'm
Fuck.
not doing that game.
Yeah, fuck that.
I'll
Yeah.
go back to
No.
a photocopier if I'm not playing that.
Oh yeah, fucking standing in Staples with dirty socks, fucking printing off fucking copies and just fucking stapling them like a madman. Oh man,
I will never stop doing that, dude. No matter like where I go with
it's
it.
part of the process. You got to do it. You got to
Yeah,
fucking
I'm not
stand in
ever
some
stopping.
shitty. Yeah, you got to stand in some shitty fucking copy supply place and just print off at least one copy. That's your first copy, man. You take a look at it, you go, fuck yeah,
Yeah,
this is what you're in for, you know. And now it's like on to the next one. It's like like I'm not one of those people that say like when I'm done a comic, I don't ever not read it again. I read my shit probably like a couple times a year. You know what I
yeah.
mean? I made them to make myself laugh, and it works. You know, so when
Well,
I fucking
that's what makes the best comics, man.
yes,
You know what? You hit the nail on the head because can you hear me okay?
yep,
Okay, cool. Um you hit the nail on the head because when I was doing mine, it was strictly for my own amusement, pretty much therapy
yeah,
for the situation that I was in and my reaction to the shit around me, but done in a very entertaining uh, way for me. And then when I was done, I was like, I don't know if there's going to be very many people that like this, but I did it for me.
right,
But guess what? Everyone that's read it so far fucking loves it and gets it. So for the people that do end up hating it, it won't matter because there'll be an equal amount or more that get it. So you go by what you like. It's it's going to be okay. You know,
100%, man.
it's the way to go.
It's crazy to know that this like sort of the backstory behind this book as well with like the fucking little visitor and all that bullshit. Like it's quite the story.
Well, you know, and when you read it,
Hold on a sec,
based,
man.
oh
I gotta plug my fucking phone in because
yeah,
it's a piece of shit. The actual fucking wall. There.
yeah. I had the uninvited guest, and then also there's a little
There we
bit of
go. This is
satire and
we're good.
um,
Yeah. Can you hear me, man?
yeah, yeah,
Oh, hold on. I can't hear you. Oh, hello.
yeah.
What
Hello,
the hell's going on?
I can hear
You're
you
still
fine.
there, but I can't hear you. It
I
could be
can
my
hear you.
headphones. Hold on.
Yeah.
My headphones want to die. I'm gonna go like this. Hello.
Yep. Hello.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, I'll have to play you off my phone because this fucking thing ain't working. My headphones must have both died. That's not a problem though. Fuck. What were we just talking about? Because I forgot.
We were talking about. Um. Now I hear myself. Can't do
Hold on,
that.
I'll turn my shit down a bit. Hold on. How about now?
Hello. Yeah. Uh. Maybe if I
Better?
take
No.
my headphones off.
Hold on a sec. Yeah, because my fucking headphones are dead.
Hello.
As,
Yeah.
yeah, is
No,
that
it's
better?
still echo. Weird.
What the fuck? Well, I got mine like as low as I can fucking put it, pretty much.
Hmm.
Weird.
Okay.
I don't know how that's coming out.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't hear any. Ah, still do. I'll deal with it. Fuck it.
Fuck, sorry, man. Let me plug. Hold on, I only have the one fucking charger. It's a fucking nightmare here. Hold on, I gotta see if I got any. I don't think I have any wired headphones. I'm a fucking slacker. Sorry, man.
All right, you're
Um,
good.
None says he can hear you both, which is at least a good thing. And he left a
Yeah.
comment a while ago that I missed. It says, "Ever read Larry Wells' Cherry?" I'm pretty sure that whole comic was just about abusing the government and getting sued so the comic book defense league could exist.
Yeah, I've heard of the book. I've never read it. Yeah.
No, I've never heard of it either.
Well, I mean, I've heard of it, but I've never read it.
Oh, sorry. I've
Yeah.
never heard of it at all.
Yeah. But yeah.
Weird. It's fucking. it's wild how this technology shit is always fucking me in one way or another. I feel like whenever I do a stream with someone else, it's always like, oh fuck, I'll talk to a buddy afterwards. Oh fuck, I had to fucking hear the echo and all. I'm like, oh fuck, sorry man. Like once the headphones go, because that's probably what happened when the headphones died. Is probably when
Right.
it fucking, I don't know. Just trying to think of something to fucking pull up here. I think there's. Oh fuck, that's totally okay. I totally forgot to bring this up earlier. You know how there's that new Frankenstein movie out?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No.
It's good.
I hear it's great. Abby loved it. My only complaint, like aesthetically, I didn't like the monster look.
Yeah.
But everything else looked pretty badass.
Because I totally agree with what you're saying about the monster's look, but
My favorite is Robert De Niro Frankenstein. I think that's the best version ever.
I fucking hated that one when I was a kid. My dad would always
Dude,
play like all the ones that I fucking hated, and that was one of them.
dude, it rules. I love that version.
My favorite Frankenstein to this
It's
day
the closest to
is
the book, man.
I only read the book. The version of the book I read, I think, was like a Mickey Mouse like kids fucking version, like a
Oh,
condensed
okay.
version. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like fuck, man. But I watched it yesterday and fuck, man, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was
Well,
it was done. It was
one
good.
thing I appreciate. Oh man, it's worse.
One
Hold
thing
on. Sorry, go ahead, man.
one thing I appreciate about it is the practical effects.
Hold on, I'm putting these back on. Let me see if this will help. Hold on. I don't know if these fucking things are charged. Just give me a sec, dude. This might fix our problems. Hold on. Hello?
We'll take a leak real quick, dude. Be right back.
Yep. Okay, these things seem to be working. This might have saved our fucking. It says there's 80% on these headphones. So what the fuck? Piss me off. Yeah, I'm gonna show this fucking thing off again right here. There it is. 666. Oh, this looks way better than the fucking. That's the thing. Like when you record off these, like a phone or like a webcam, like you never really get to fucking show the best quality unless you show like the reverse camera, right? Because the selfie camera isn't that great. This pig with an actual hot dog, like you can see like pencil lines underneath this shit still in a way, but like I said, this is probably like 75% done. Like there's still a lot of little bullshit, like all these like sort of like greasy marks on these dumpsters and stuff. I really want to amplify that. I want to put some of that like greasy shit on the Terrorat himself because he needs to be filthy. I got some filth going on coming out of his mouth, but yeah, pretty trippy. I think I might have fixed our fucking. Can you hear? Talk and see if you hear yourself.
What's up? Yeah, that's better.
Okay, yeah, okay. These headphones, like it's claimed they were dead. I take them out of my ears. I put them back in. It says there's 80%. So I don't know what the fuck the problem is.
Maybe they're
But I
going
was just
out
showing
because.
off the fucking.
Yeah, dude, that
Sorry.
looks great.
Look at the grease on his fucking mouth, or the grease on the
Yeah,
hot dog. Fuck. Oh
that's
man,
great.
yeah. Some of this shit, I just totally like winged. I was like, I don't know, fuck, throw a ball there, fucking, there's that. I looked at the photos. I know that there's these exist on the photo, and there's like a box in the middle, and that's basically all I got.
It's
Yeah,
just your own. I love that part. That's great.
yeah. And
Yeah, that's great.
again, I'll read this again. It said the fuck did it say? It's so erased, so you can barely read it. It's thanks for taking out those rednecks, TR. If someone's gonna cook meth and fuck their sister around here, it's gonna be me. and he's like giving him a hot dog.
That's so fitting. That's so fitting for Filthy Ralph.
One of my favorite things about this is actually like this mustard kind of coming out. Like I think it looks decent on the hot dog. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
So I want to put like some more shit on this. Like I said, it's not done yet, but you know, nothing's ever totally done.
No.
That's all with a Micron 03, by the way, for fuck's sakes, because that is my most used utensil.
That's the one you use.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bought fucking packs of those, man. Boxes of them.
Well, for me, it's the one if I'm using a Micron. But I use them all. Like I used to mean, it's usually like definitely 005, 01 are the main ones. And then I'll use 3 sometimes. I'll use 05, 08, and then the bigger one, 10 and 12s. And I'm always mixing stuff up. And then, yeah.
Do you ever use that one called, it's called the Graphic One? It's like a bullet nib. It's like pretty thick.
I have.
I like that one.
I have. I don't like the what's the fiber, it's got like a white tip. It's like a hard kind of line.
PN. It says like PN on the top.
I don't get it. I don't like that one. Yeah.
I think it's like a plastic nib. It's a different type of nib.
Yeah, I just don't like it.
I'm not a fan of that one either.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. But it's just been.
You gotta find what you like though.
You do, and then I just like to mix things up too. Like if it's not well, lately it's been these repeatographs, like these things here, and then brush pen, because I like the hard, just consistent, no variation in the width of this line, and then I mix it with the looseness of the brush, and it just, I don't know, it makes for some interesting textures, you know. But it gets to a point where it's like whatever's working at that time. Sometimes, you know, I'm like, this isn't working for me. I got you know what, man? I think would be good for your style are these Tombow brush pens. You should try these, dude. You can get bold to thin very quick, but it's more controlled than than the other like actual bristle brush pens. It's got like a fiber tip, but it's really flexible, but there's a lot of control.
Right. That's what I need. I'm very,
Dude, try this.
I'm so
man.
heavy wristed, man. I'm telling you, I fucking just.
You would like it. You would like these, man. Yeah. Definitely check them out.
I've pretty much been using the same shit, like the same setup for probably the entire time I really just got like back into drawing, like in about 2020. And when I discovered the microns, I was like, holy shit. And then, you know, I never really, I've used a couple of different ones like Faber-Castell, basically like this, like fine liners and shit like that. I've used Prismacolor ones, I think. And I always go back to the Micron because it's cheap and I know what it's going to do. If it's brand new, I can expect a good, at least depending on how dense the page is, like almost the entire page, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
No, they're pretty reliable.
I don't give a fuck. It's $3 or whatever. You fucking use them, and I've thrown out probably hundreds of them over the years. Like when they're dead, I'm not. You know, I know you showed me how to refill them, but I just feel like once the nib is fucked, like I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna go down that road.
I fucked around with that, and it's good for if you're in a bind, but as an ongoing thing, it's not really practical. Just get a new one. I've tried it. I would rather just get a new one or try something else at that time. Like I said, I'll grab whatever's close to me and whatever. It doesn't matter what tool it is. If it's working and I'm flowing with it, that's what I use for whatever I'm working on. I don't think about it too much. I just grab something. That's why I have so many different tools. Like I just grab something and go. And if it doesn't feel right, grab the next thing. Because I switch things around a lot. because also too, I think it keeps the work, for me anyway, vibrant and kind of fresh. You know, I want my lines to be varied and kind of like not so rigid. You know, there's
Right.
artists that are way more proficient and technical than me, but I think that when it looks too much like a machine did it, I think it loses that character. So I want to purposely, like, for me, loose. I know sometimes people like, you're not loose, you're extremely tight. But if you look at my work up close, especially in originals, it's pretty loose in some spots. And I like that. I want that energy in a page, you know.
Yeah. I know what
That's
you mean.
important to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it all comes out. You can, like I said, you can see it. You can see it. You can see if you're in a shitty mood when you ink a page, man. It's fucking.
Yeah.
At least yourself, you'll be able to see it. It's fucking crazy, man. Like if you like when I started drawing this, I was high as a kite, and I was like, okay, I know what I'm doing, and like that energy is on this. Like when I look at this, I'm like, okay, that mustard. I was stoned when I did that mustard right there. I could just tell. You know, it's awesome. It's awesome.
That's
I've
great,
been
dude.
dying to do. I've been dying to do the Terrorat piece for a while. Like I knew I was gonna have something ready for tonight, but when it didn't happen until tonight, I was like, fuck, I'm not even gonna bring it up to him because I was like, like a week or two ago, like when we decided to do this, like the other day or whatever, I was like, okay, should I tell him I'm gonna do it? But what if I don't get it done? Then I'm gonna look like a fuckhead. So I'm like, no, I gotta fucking just if I don't do it, then I'm not saying shit. You know what I mean?
I'm stoked, man. I'm glad
I'll
you did that.
what when I have that finished, I'll send you a scan of it, and then once I put your packages fit together, I'll send you that with the other one, and you can
Oh
fucking
my god, dude. Thank
you
you,
can
man.
look at it in all its detail.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I'll have to put it in the fan
Well,
art page. I
well,
still want to do a jam at some point with our characters. I do plan on in future issues having little 5 pagers at the end of a story or something, and then we can maybe collaborate on one of those and do it old school style. Like, this should sound crazy, but like trade pages through the mail and like back and forth.
yeah,
It would take forever, but it'd be cool.
that's how they did it. That's how they did it, man.
I mean, that'd be
Fuck.
awesome. Or hell, who
My
knows?
only thing,
Maybe I'll do some comic conventions in Canada and meet up with you, and then we can have a
that
jam
would be
then.
sick. Hey, you know what? You know what you should look into is TCAF, which is the Toronto Comic Arts Festival.
Yeah, I heard about
And
that.
it's like a major deal here, and you could get a fucking booth at that thing, probably no problem with your comic.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is though, I think the table's like $500, which is like holy fuck.
Yeah,
You
maybe
know, and
by then I can.
Toronto is not a cheap place. It is a fucking expensive place. It's like New York, but it's Canada's New York. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
So they treat it as such. But I mean, it's a fucking awesome place to check out. It's not a good place to live. It's an awesome place to check out. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
But
part
that
of
would be cool
Canada
if
are
you
you
could get
in?
into that.
You're in British Columbia? No, or no, where are you
I'm
at?
in Southwest Ontario, which
Okay.
is I'm 2 hours north of Detroit, and I'm 2 hours south of Toronto. So I'm
Okay.
like right in like people say London. It's like they say it's halfway between Detroit and Toronto.
That's
It's like
right.
the fucking yeah.
I remember your address
It's
now. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah yeah.
That's cool,
Fuck,
man.
what a trip. It's crazy because like because of the internet we were able to connect. So you got to give the internet props in some regards with shit like that. Like obviously there's a lot of bullshit on there, but shit like this is what makes it worth it. Like fucking sitting here talking about S. Clay Wilson for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, man, I 100% agree. Like, it's almost I'm so glad that I did the YouTube channel at the time, because I think that's where I first. You mean, yeah, maybe you already follow me on
Yeah,
Instagram, but I don't think I would have
yeah,
noticed.
because I wasn't a big commenter. I never really commented or something or much or anything like that, but I was always following. And then, like I said, when you would do the live streams, I would tune into that because I always was interested in like the process and like to see. to see it happen, I was like, holy fuck! Like this guy's he's got like control of his utensils, you know, and like that. And I feel like I have control of mine, but like to see it in action, it's like holy fuck, you know. That's like watching graffiti being painted as well, because like you see the outline and you're like, what the fuck is this? And then by the end, you're just like blown away if you watch the whole process.
I'm glad you're impressed because that's like really the sloppy version of what I do. Because when the camera's not in front of my face or phone's in front of my face or a camera, I really like get down there and it's even more focused and controlled. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean,
Do you
still,
usually listen to are you usually listening to tunes when you're drawing?
no. I used to. When I was younger, I used to listen to music all the time when I draw. Now it becomes more of a distraction than anything
Yeah,
because it makes me look for music. Like I don't, I'll end up like getting sidetracked every time. Never fails.
yeah,
Unless it's like some soundtrack stuff or instrumental stuff that's not too related to what I would normally listen to. So now it's like just podcasts or documentaries or just whatever I find on YouTube to have in the background. Yeah,
yeah.
interviews. I mean, I don't, yeah, not too much music.
Well, one of my gripes about vinyl is it's not a cartoonist format because you got to keep getting up every fucking half an hour, and it just feels like you keep getting up and you're getting away from the thing. Like I love playing Monopoly, and like I have a bunch of buddies like from high school. We get together like a couple times a year and play Monopoly, and at my dad's place, and we put on vinyl, and my dad he'll just be like, all right, son, you pick the music, and I'm fucking playing Monopoly, and then time fucking flies, so it feels like you're getting up every 10 seconds to change the album. You got, what are we going to listen to now? Like, fuck, man. So putting that in perspective of drawing, not just with vinyl, but CDs, MP3s, whatever it is, you have to change something unless you just put on a random loop, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if I were gonna draw up my table, it would have and draw up, it would probably just be shit on my phone if I were gonna listen to music, so I wouldn't have to do that. But the whole act of changing a record, I think, is part of the the experience of that. I think it's cool. I think you have to set
I
aside
agree.
time to just do that. And since I'm at
Yeah,
the table more often than not, yeah, the I'd have to designate like maybe just a weekend to do that instead of during the week.
right.
But
I should also say that when I do these Monopoly games, I'm also on medically irresponsible amounts of marijuana edibles and smoking weed and
that's
stuff. So it's not like I'm just like some lazy piece of shit landing like I don't want to get up and change the album. Like I don't want to come off as
yeah,
that cunt. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. No, I get it.
So, oh my god! But you know what I mean? Like fuck,
I'm
if you're gonna do a
worthless if I'm
gummy,
on a gummy, man. I don't. My tolerance is probably
oh,
way lower than yours. I'm just out of it. I can't do
well, okay.
anything.
So when you do one of those gummies, do you know the milligram you're taking?
I can tell you right now. Hang on. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Because I'll let you know if we're on this. Oh fuck! Look at that. I forgot I did that. Trippy. What do you got? Is this legal down there? Like you're not fucking giving yourself away to the federales,
So
are you?
if it's one square, it's I think it's 100 milligrams.
Okay, well, that's 100 milligrams to a person that doesn't smoke pot regularly would probably fucking send them to a hospital.
So I'll do
I think.
half.
I'll do 150. I'll do one and a half of those fucking things. But that is like if you do 50, you got a high tolerance for marijuana because if I,
Well, I'm fine. I mean,
my wife,
you don't
she'll
understand,
do
dude.
half of it.
I'm bait. Oh, I mean, I am. You won't. We wouldn't be able to have a conversation, dude. I would just be
Well, you'd just be
laughing.
laying there.
Oh no, I'd be laughing the whole time. It wouldn't
Look at
even,
this
dude.
This
You'd be
dude's
like,
talking
dude, what's
500
so?
milligrams.
Yeah, you'd be like, dude, what's so funny? I mean, I would just be laughing at anything and everything. Yeah, yeah.
That's hilarious. I'm actually gonna smoke some hash right now.
Hell yeah.
That's man. I'm glad that you're fucking that you came by tonight because I know like you had that fucking like the show happening all that and you know. But again, were you on Brian Moss's show today? B Moss?
I did an
Because
interview recently with him. Yeah.
I seen it, but I think today he must have re-uploaded like the conversation onto the channel because I remember seeing Sawblade on the thing today. Let me check. Which, if so, good on him because like it's really helping put forth the terror rat, right?
Awesome. Brian Moss is amazing.
Cool guy,
Um,
man.
I'm proud to like call him my homie. He's a good dude and great artist and a true supporter and just
Yeah,
all around good dude and obviously loves comics
yeah,
to
yeah.
the
There,
bone,
yeah.
man.
He posted a video today, 12 hours ago. It's SAWBLADE666 returns. It's got Terrorat right on the thumbnail. Like it's Terrorat
Awesome.
Kickstarter. Man, it's so
Awesome.
cool to see like people like coming around and like everyone's sharing it, and everyone that like you can tell who your homies are based on who's sharing, like trying to spread the word. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude,
and it's
I feel so fortunate, man. I feel really, really, really it's just a I'm so thankful that it's gotten such a awesome response and support from not only just big known industry people like the ink pulp guys, but
yeah,
down to just grassroots homies like me and you and Brian and
yeah,
a lot of other people, man. Like people don't even know love the character. They haven't seen the book yet. So it's just it's interesting too, man. Like for as such a good response as it's gotten, it was really crazy how slow that initial um uh thing was on the launch. Like it's taken a while for it to pick up. I'm just glad that they pushed it back a little because it's helped it grow more,
right,
you know. And again, just going back to what I was saying earlier, I just hope it gets funded. That's all I care about. I just want a printed comic in my hands, you know.
yeah.
So
Fuck. It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna.
hell yeah.
It's like the thing is like it, it's not like I don't feel like I know why you're tripping or whatever because like it's a trippy thing, but like I don't think you got anything to worry about, man, because you're fucking people that like your shit want a comic of your artwork. You know what I mean? And it's like not everyone can buy an original fucking saw blade fucking piece of artwork, but everyone can buy a copy of the comic. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Fucking
man.
look at it
Yeah.
that way, you know. And that's the way it
Well,
is. Like if Neckface, if the fucking artist Neckface put out something that I could get here that was like, whatever it was, like I would take like a comic from him or like a zine from him, but like it's impossible to get that shit. So like if like being able to be sort of on like a buddy basis with you where it's like I don't have to be like, fuck, am I gonna have to like fucking ultra reserve a copy? How am I gonna get a copy? What if it fucking sells out in the first couple minutes? Like when you put out, I think it was Heads or something. It was like maybe it was the first issue of Heads. I remember I was like, oh, we were heading up north, and by the time I think we got up north, it was already sold out. And that
yeah.
happened with the Fuckator thing as well. And then he puts
Yeah.
the other one out, and then I told you the price. Like it's too much, man. I have his first trade, and if he puts out like another trade in the future, I'll get that because I just can't justify like $100 like that.
No,
Like
I don't
it's
blame you.
hard, man. Like
Dude,
it's hard, and I want it bad.
the way he prints this, it looks like actual old school newsprint, dude. Like look at this shit.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah,
Dull
the
washed
thing that
out.
kills me about it, the thing that kills me about that is that guy's one of my favorite fucking artists,
Yeah, man, me
and like
too.
having to be like put on a spot where it's like $100 or you don't get it, it's like fuck, man. But I gotta fucking I got bills and shit. I can't just be
Oh,
dropping hundreds
that's
of
how I
dollars on
got you,
one
man.
comic.
You know, you're talking about like, oh, anyone would want to, one of my comics since they can't get my artwork. But you got to wonder how many of the people that follow me, or even the people that would like my artwork that do pay attention out of that number of followers, however many that is truly that like my work and pay attention on a regular basis. Then you got to look at, well, how many out of those actually read comics? Like they might want my artwork. Like somebody the other day was like, dude, I don't want a comic, I want an art book of your shit. And I'm like, but you're getting artwork in it. I mean, and
Yeah,
plus read the story. You might like it.
get that. I
Yeah.
get that.
You know what I mean? So, but
It's
people are,
unfortunate. It's an unfortunate thing. Yeah.
but people are going to have to understand, like, this is just the direction I'm going to go. Like, I'm a cartoonist, man. Like, this is it.
That's
This is
it.
what I'm going to do. I'm
That's
the
it.
bug
Like,
has bit me, and I'm addicted now, dude. I've got to do comics. Like, yeah, yeah,
compulsive cartooning, man. That's
that's
what
it.
Piscor called it. Yeah, I love
That's
that
it.
shit. And that's the thing. Like when you fucking like the way that you said that, you're like, I'm a cartoonist. This is it. Like I totally understand what you mean because you're like, I might be a fucking security guard by day, but by fucking
No, dude,
that's only a portion.
you're a
That's how I
cartoon.
pay the bills.
You're a
Yeah.
cartoonist, dude. Like, it doesn't matter if you're doing it for a living or on the side for fun or extra money, whatever. Like, you do it because you're passionate, and it's just in you. It's in you to be one.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, that's it.
It literally is, man. I don't think I showed you this. Hold on a second. I actually did a collaboration zine with a guy. His comic, or I might have showed you this. I don't know, but it's his handle is Liver Mortis Zine, and we called this Puddle of Puke. So I did the cover. I just dropped some.
That's awesome, dude.
There's
That's
Ralph.
great.
So that's inspired by Street Trash.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah. That's great.
And he used this is a piece I did like years ago of Filthy Ralph as Kill Bill, like the chick from Kill Bill, I
That's
guess.
great.
But what he did with this was he took my art and he put it into photos he took. So like that is a drawing I did of this skeleton coming out of a grave, and he like put it in a graveyard
Dude.
and like
Wow.
a bunch. It's an entire zine of that stuff of my art on photos.
That's super cool, man.
Like it is, man. And like the thing is, there's only 20 of these. I'm gonna send you one of these, man. Look at this. Hold on. Where's this fucking thing? I don't know where it is exactly, but yeah, I'm gonna fucking send you one of these. And same with this one, dude. Check this out. So I might. Oh, there's one right there. So this one I call One Way Ticket to Midnight, and it's the latest collection of a bunch of art. This is an acrylic painting. The cover is a photo of an
Nice.
acrylic painting I did, and same with the back. Like I did. Uh, I don't remember
Hey,
how
so
much
you
these ones
just
cost.
do a color copy when on your that's cool, man.
Dude,
Hey, so do you just do a color copy of the original? Is that how you do that? Or do you color, you know what I mean? Do you take the original, the color, and do a color copy of that? The,
like the cover you talking about, or the shit on the inside,
yeah,
like
just
that
any,
shit.
like if I color something, like if I were to, yeah, I mean, if I were going to do color on a comic, I would color it and then make a color copy of that. Is that what you're doing?
No, when it comes to the color shit, it's just scans that are colored online. Like I don't color anything really traditionally unless it's an acrylic painting or some bullshit like that. I do some stuff with pencil crayons and markers and stuff, but I don't do any uh, copies. I don't know if I'm explaining if I'm answering your question correctly or not though.
Well, in essence, like, you know how Jason Carnes colors all his shit with markers?
Right.
So after you
I
color it, you put it on the copier and you just run color copies.
No, I use a digital file.
Oh,
Yeah, I format it on Microsoft Publisher, which is actually they're going to get rid of Microsoft Publisher coming October 2026, which is a shame because I've made every comic and zine I've ever done on that program. But there's an
See,
acrylic painting I did of Ratfink.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
see, I'm
a
doing
fucking cool
directly
painting.
everything on the copier when I do it. I don't do anything on the computers. That'd probably be easier, but I just,
Well, for me it's easier because I don't really like I have a printer here, but I have no ink, so I basically this thing's just a glorified scanner right now. Um, but yeah, I haven't done like a pasted one ever yet.
oh,
But
wow,
that's something
okay.
I would like to do. But yeah, maybe I've just blown the bubble and I'm a piece of shit now. But yeah,
No,
I haven't gotten into it.
everyone's got their own process, so,
I'm gonna fucking message SawBlade one day, and because of that, because he knows I'm a digital fuck, it's just gonna say
no,
seen and then no response.
no, dude.
I'm just fucking around. But no, it's easier that way, man. It's easy. It's because you could just go to the print shop with the fucking file and just hit print. Boom, bum, 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 bum. Just
Hey,
everything has to be formatted in a commercial press quality, which is a high
right, right.
D 300 DPI, whatever the fuck.
Hey, I got to show you this book. Hang on.
This fucking ash is killer.
Dude, as zinesters, we this is the Bible, man. Get this book if you can find it.
What is it called? Because it's
Oh,
backwards
it's
for me.
backwards. It's called Stolen Sharpie Revolution,
Okay.
and it's this manual, and it has like just all this info on how to make your zine, resources, addresses, other people that make zines. Um, it's got like, yeah, just all this info in it, man. Like, it's just a
That's
valuable
dope.
source, man. It's really cool. Um, it's really cool. Copy and destroy. But yeah, I found this at a comic book store, and it's just really. This was actually printed in '01, and it's just been
Really?
distributed. Yeah, it's been reprinted since over and over. But yeah, it's just really insightful, man. It tells you how to. This doesn't apply now, especially with the whole thing they've done here, but it tells you the different ways to like use the mail system. Um, the Zinester's Guide to the U.S. Mail. Um, it's just got again like other
Well, they are weird. They are weird with certain shit through the mail. Like they don't want to fucking send any advertisements, or you got to pay more and all this shit. Like, the fuck?
yeah, yeah, but it's got like addresses to places you can send your zines and like um I don't know. It's just cool. This is a cool thing. Yeah.
It's a cool little
I
novelty item, but like meaningful at the same time. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Very useful.
yeah.
Kind of
Very
reminds me of
useful.
something you'd find at like a book, like a mainstream. Like I know you guys call them Barnes and Nobles. We call them chapters here, but they have all those like little weird trinkets and stuff, or like a little mini book that comes with a keychain or something. Like that's like if that came with like a bone folder or some shit, like you could
I
totally market
mean,
it as like a zine folder.
yeah, but this actually comes from like more of an underground collective. Like it's not
Right,
from
right,
a mainstream publisher or something.
right. Yeah,
Yeah,
I got you.
yeah,
No, that's cool, man.
yeah. It's
I
really
like
just
shit like that.
cool little resource.
Yeah, you know what? This is random as fuck, but yeah, you gotta see if you can get on that ink pulp, man. You're a perfect fit for that fucking show.
Well,
Especially
they
right now with like you just finished a comic. They want like people want to hear people talk about that shit because
yeah. It's
everybody wants to start a comic, you know?
well, I think since I'm on their radar, kind of, maybe when it comes out, maybe they'd be interested. You know, I would be. I've been a fan of the show for a while now. you
Yeah,
know. So
definitely. Oh yeah, big
that'd be
fan of the
fun,
show.
you know.
It's cool because like they're like sort of. I didn't find out about that show until after. Uh, I probably found out about that show maybe in the last year and a half, maybe even last year,
That's
because I
about
was
when
kind of.
that's about when I got onto them. Yeah. And the
Yeah,
only one I was familiar with, honestly, was Jim the Food.
yeah.
The rest of the guys I wasn't familiar with their work, but they're all great. They're all very, very accomplished, very awesome
I
artists.
I was channeling fucking Mafood the other day with the fucking ink on the paintbrush in this bitch the other night, man. I was doing a page, and his YouTube channel. If you scroll down to like his old shit, he's got a lot of really good old art videos and stuff, like really interesting stuff. If you're into that, like sort of,
Yeah.
I'm glad I found them because it sort of filled the cartoonist kayfabe void. You know what I mean? Because all right, I got some homies that are like talking about comics again, and like life is kind of back to normal in some degree. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I've watched a lot of kayfabe, like even up until like the last couple of weeks ago, and after like quite a few months I wasn't watching it, but then I was like, you know what, fuck it, I want to watch. I want to hear people talk about comics. I don't give a fuck if I've heard it before, but you know, I'm no stranger to the From Hell commentary they did. It was like when they were finished reviewing that book, they put it out as like a almost 3 hour video. So when I was drawing at the apartment a lot, especially, I would throw that on, and it would just be them talking about From Hell. You know, like keeping me company during the fucking night as I'm drawing and smoking
Dude,
fucking
that's
dope.
funny.
You know?
I do the same thing with them. Sometimes you just got to have them on while you're working. It was either cartoonist kayfabe or Brian. I would put Brian
Yeah.
Moss's channel on,
And he's an
and
extension of those guys. I
he
found out
is.
about him through him or through them.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Well, I remember him being a guest on the show. Is how I found out
Yes,
about him.
yeah.
You
Well,
know.
he did a bunch of shit like when
Yeah,
basically if Jim wasn't on, it was B Moss.
yeah,
It's cool, man. That like that the because I think like with cartoonist kayfabe losing that was like it still is like a big deal to me, but it's good to see that people are finding a way to sort of fill that void however they have to, especially with just talking about comics and making them. It's more about making them for me than anything really, because yeah, you can read a comic really fucking fast, but like when you make one, it's like I don't even know how to describe it. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's why, like earlier when you said, "Oh, someone's gonna look at this for 2 seconds," well, maybe some people will, but some people are gonna look at that and they're gonna study it and they're gonna be like, "Holy shit, what the fuck," you know? Especially like if you're an exploitation fan and you're a comic fan and you're aware of SAWBLADE666, you're gonna want the comic.
yeah.
How could
You
you
would
not?
think. You would
I don't
think.
know.
You know that.
What
I
do
mean,
I know though? You know?
well, I mean, you're right. It's I guess because we're really passionate about comics, you know. But you're right. If an artist I liked, I guess because I like comics, if they put out a comic, I'm there. If Pushead put out a comic, I would be there, you know, or whoever. I mean, oh, by the way, I was gonna wait for this, but I'm gonna go ahead and just fucking show you now, man. Fuck it. Hang on.
Oh fuck. What's it gonna be? I'm proper fucked up right now. I bet he doesn't even know how fucked I am right now. I'm doing alright though. 666 in the chat if I'm doing alright. Oh. I don't even know if anyone's in this show anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna wait till the book came out for you to be surprised, but first of all, I'm dedicating this book to Ted Piscor,
Nice.
and then
Nice.
here's my credits list. And thank you. Well, actually, thank you list, not credits, but thank you. And I got
Nice.
you, uh, Ricky Paradis, right?
I'm
Video
in that? No fucking way. That's
Video
insane.
Homicide Cinema 187, man.
Dude, that's insane. That's so dope.
And you can
Oh
see
my god.
I hand lettered this as a paste
Oh yeah.
up. I
Oh
even
yeah,
hand
dude.
lettered
That's
the
sick.
indicia too.
Oh, you gotta.
I'm
You
a
gotta.
nut. Yeah.
Dude, there's no there's absolutely no fucking room for digital fonts in this shit, man.
Yeah.
No way. It's gotta be all hand done.
Yeah.
That is amazing, man. I appreciate that, dude. I'm so excited to see that shit, man. Fuck. You know what? I was just saying when you went to get that, I was talking to the chat, and I said I don't think he has any idea how fucking high I am right now. I was like, do you think he knows?
Nah, I kind of figured,
Yeah, well, fuck, it's Saturday
but
night,
it's okay.
and like, yeah, and I'm maintaining. I'm not, I might have forgot what I was talking about a few times, but hey,
This is a very
it's to be
casual.
expected.
This is a very
Yeah.
casual thing. So fuck it.
Speaking of speaking of casual, this is random as fuck, but I don't know if you're a follower of the Joe Rogan podcast or not, but he
Ah,
had Billy Bob Thornton on, and I gotta say it was really fucking good.
yeah. I can't say I'm a Joe Rogan fan.
Really? Okay, I'll preface this with I only watch episodes with people that I know or I like. Like he's interviewed people from all I like Oliver Stone because he's a conspiracy fucking nut and all. So like I like shit like that. But as far as like the Joe Rogan, like I'm not a Joe Rogan fanboy. I don't watch his commentaries on fights or any of that shit or like anything like that. But I know there's a stigma to to admit to being a fan of his, but uh, the
Well,
Billy
with
Bob
me,
Thornton thing I thought was really good, man.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it might be worth checking out. I just I think that his politics I don't really align with, and I think that you know, he kind of dives into the conspiracy theory stuff too much for me. You know, just
Yeah, I understand.
flat
I can
earther
understand that.
stuff and moon landing fake. I don't know. I oh shit. I don't go for any of that, you know. So that's
Yeah,
just me.
no, I get it. I definitely get it. But when he had like some interesting
Yeah.
conversations with like film directors and stuff that I like. But yeah, as far as all that like political stuff, like dude, like I'm not a political guy. You know, like I couldn't tell you the politics of the Prime Minister of Canada right now. I honestly couldn't, just because I'm so like I I I live in
Look,
my own world. Me and my wife, we live in our own world. You know, we pay our bills, and like that's
well,
basically it.
I
You know.
mean, I used to be too. I used to be that way, but once you start seeing things creep into your personal life and affecting your liberties, you start
Right.
caring. And then if you don't act, it could be too late to do
Right.
anything about it. And that's when I started caring because certain things uh,
Sorry.
started to change. You know, when a certain someone started getting involved. I won't mention names, but um, so yeah, I that's what I'm big on. And
Right.
but anyway, yeah, I don't
The
dwell on
ironic
it.
part of that, the ironic part of that was today I watched the movie The Patriot. Which I'm not.
Right. Yeah.
I love Canada and all that, but I'm not like a fucking. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Right.
I
Right.
think you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck it, man. That's the type of shit. See, that's the shit that'll get you riled. See how riled up everything is right now because we're not talking about S. Clay Wilson, Checker Demon, and fucking Greg Irons and that's like. Could you imagine? Okay, me and my uncle Mike, we always used to say, "Could you imagine if?" And one of our things was, "Could you imagine if Jack? You know how Jack Kirby did 2001: Space Odyssey?
I love it,
Imagine if he did Clockwork Orange.
dude. Boom!
How
My head just
fucking
exploded. Holy
how crazy
shit!
is that?" So let me ask you, what is your version of that? If you
Oh
could think
my!
of one.
Oh my god, dude! Did he do
Yeah.
Planet of the Apes? Did Jack Kirby do
Um,
Play?
I don't think he was the guy that was doing Planet of the Apes.
That would have been cool if he did that, but that's not as good as yours. But dude, he would have killed it on Clockwork Orange, man.
Could you imagine all that crazy shit where, like, the scene where he's attacking the chick with like the big fucking dick sculpture, and when he hits her, when the thing connects, it like cuts away to a painting, like a
Right.
weird painting. It's a quick, fucking super quick thing, but Jack Kirby would turn that into some like swirl of fucking just
Oh yeah.
like that. There'd be, I don't know, man.
That dude was
Unbelievable.
yeah, that dude was living on another planet when he was drawing, man. That
The guy's
shit's
doing what, like fucking 40 pages in a month, like it's nothing, and covers and splash pages, whatever, just like a mental case,
didn't
man.
miss a beat, man.
And got fucked. He got fucked royally, like through like
He did, man. I don't think he's remembered and respected, but I think it was a little too late. I think it should have been more in
yeah,
his time, you
yeah, because
know.
like his, as far as I'm concerned, like he should have been a superstar when he was, because I know he was a superstar in some eyes, but I mean like he should have been. All of his kids should be put through school just the same way Stan Lee's kids are and all that. You know what I mean? Like, and their grandkids and all. Like, you're the creator of fucking the Hulk and fucking Fantastic Four and all this
Yeah.
shit. Like, come on,
He
you
changed the
blew it.
face of comics, man. Yeah.
I'm telling you, it doesn't matter what you think about Marvel Comics. If you're looking at a Kirby comic or a fucking Walt Simonson or what the hell is his name? I love shit. Bill Sienkiewicz, like those guys, like their fucking books are insane. They're
Yeah.
insane. There's a lot of like, I feel like back then, like especially like the Bronze Age era, which is an era I really uh, like you had to be good. You know, there wasn't like room, like they weren't putting fuckheads on the major titles. You know what I mean? Maybe on like the back burner fucking, whatever, like Nova fucking like series that came out. You know what I mean? That type of bullshit. Like, I don't know. What the hell was that?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
What's up?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I was just plugging in. Keep it charged. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I can
cool.
hear you fine.
Right on. Yeah, man, it's really crazy to see, uh, like the especially like I think Instagram is sort of like a dying thing at this point, but like I feel like it's going to be used in the same way as Facebook. It's going to be used to be like to have a like it's the only way you got contact with certain people. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like it's going downhill.
It is, man, but right now it would be the only way to let people know about the launch of my book. You know,
That's true.
I don't know where else to go with that. Maybe if my YouTube channel was in happening, I could do it there. But even so, I'd probably still use Instagram for the core announcement because
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean I don't know. It's just it's yeah, it's not how like it was. Yeah, it is dying. I think. Um,
It's unfortunate. I think I don't want it. I don't want that to happen. I just feel like uh, there's like I follow so many people that I don't see their shit. I don't see their shit, and then I'll like be like, whatever happened to that one fucking guy? And I'll like look him up, and he's posted for fucking shit I haven't seen for like tons of photos, and it's like, god damn it, like it happens to me, man, because I have two Instagram accounts. I got the Cinema 187 one and the Video Homicide one, and it's like to fucking keep everything in track is a pain in the ass, man.
yeah,
Pain in the ass.
I think
I
that's
I
why it's good to like spread it old school too, just in person and word of
That's the
mouth.
best way. That's the best way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to, like you said, go to all the comic shops around you. You got many comic shops around you down there?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. We have a chain here. It's called Bedrock City. There's like 6 or 7 stores, and
That's
one of them's
sweet.
like really big. Yeah. And then there's
Yeah.
like a few small ones that I've been going to since I was a little kid. Yeah.
here's an artist that I don't know if we've ever talked about. Are you a fan of Johnny Ryan?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
I don't
I'm
have
a
any of
fan.
his books, but I like what he does. Yeah.
I went on a Johnny Ryan kick. I got like probably 6 or 7 of his books, man. I
Awesome.
got fat. I don't want to. I can't unplug my phone right now because it's. I don't know what it's been. It's charging slowly. Like it's 12% now, but I don't want to risk it. But I'll just fucking pull it down, dude. Why not? Why not? This is the most recent one that I bought of his stuff. Fat Cop.
Yeah, I've seen that
Yeah.
cover.
Yeah. Oh, dude, this is great stuff, man.
That's
This
awesome.
is like his stuff where he's doing like a page a day, like on Patreon.
That's
Like this was
amazing.
a Patreon story. Um, so if you subscribe to his thing, like you can get like a page a day. But this stuff is different than my favorite Johnny Ryan shit. Is this. Hold on. I've only got 3 volumes of it, and there's 6 volumes. But Prison Pit. Have you heard of this?
No, I haven't heard that one.
Dude, this is his stuff, like more well, let me find our fucking crazy fucking fuck.
Man,
This
that's
is like
awesome.
this book is like as close to getting like a neck face comic book as I've
I
ever
was just
seen.
gonna say that is really neck face.
Um, this is a good cover too. This is a different volume of it.
Nice.
Um,
That
there's
neck
actually an
face dude rules,
animated.
man.
I love him, man. He doesn't ship his shit doesn't ship to Canada though,
Mm,
which sucks because like he put up that fucking glowing lamp thing,
yeah,
and I wouldn't have got that, but like all of his like zines and stuff, like
that's cool,
they're
dude.
yeah. So this is my favorite Johnny Ryan shit. Yeah, like the Prison Pit was really good. Like what I like this stuff. Look at this, man. This is up our alley.
Oh wow, yeah,
You
that's
know.
cool.
Yeah.
I
And he
love that.
also I got a few of his like art books. Like there's one called Porno Basket. But one of the coolest things, like my most expensive Johnny Ryan item is this. Not that it fucking matters that it was expensive, but this is the collected version of Angry Youth Comics,
Oh
which was
wow,
his like very
wow.
dense yeah.
He's
This was a
doing stuff
comic I
full
think
time, right?
yeah, yeah, that's some of the yeah, he's doing shit for like Nickelodeon for years and
That's right. Yeah, that's great.
so this is good stuff. Like if you're a fan of like Peter Bagg,
I
like
was
you
just
like
gonna
this
bring.
is yeah.
I was just gonna bring him up. Hey,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, I fucking love Pete Bagg, man. He's one of my favorites. Can you hear me okay right now?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Check this book out. I pulled it. I forgot to show you this. Have you ever heard of this artist called Piz?
No, that looks awesome though.
This
Jeez,
this is an art book called The Cartoon Brute Art of the Piz. And like his stuff is very like
kind of
very
S. Clay
dope.
Wilson a little bit.
Yes. But there's like it's a lot of like flash in here as well. Like really cool flash.
That's cool, man.
With like sort of like rat finky stuff, but
Yeah.
there's some comicsy stuff, but I swear there was some really weird one in here. This one I love, man. I consider taking this out and framing this one of this guy in this car
That's awesome.
because it's just like so like I felt like that guy before. You know what I mean? Like drawing, like I know, you know what I'm saying? Fucking crazy. Um, yeah, that was a score. That was only $4, man, or a couple bucks. I don't even know where I got that. To be honest with you, might have been Heroes. Oh, this was something I wanted to bring up. So, I got a homie out in the UK. I don't know exactly where he is. I forget at the moment, but he does a zine called Chopping Heads. And recently
Wow.
he put the first 4 issues together in like a square bound book, and it's
That's
so
great.
fucking nice. Yeah, he printed it's the actual book is color, but he printed this black and white just for cost probably. But top 10 movie melts, you know, like great articles on films and stuff, but also reviews on metal and stuff like this. I really wanted to put this in your fucking in your viewpoint if you've never fucking heard of that. Shopping
That's cool, man.
shit. Um, yeah, there's
Is
so
that
much shit
still is
coming
that
out.
still available?
Yes, and he's actually doing issue or volume 2 of that right now, and I've actually got some of my shit in volume 5 or issue 5. I think I showed you this, but I'll show you it again in person. This is my giant drawing of all the horror guys, and like I started with Fulci Zombie and Michael Myers, Leatherface.
See, dude, you
That's
could
fucking
draw on a
dope.
big. You could draw an 11 by 17.
Well, this is I think 11 by 14.
Oh,
Or no,
okay.
it's gotta be bigger than that. No, this is bigger than that. Hold on, bust out a ruler. This is 17 by 14. This
Yeah,
is. But dude, I like to do a comic fucking page that big, like to do a full. I would take me so long, man.
yeah.
Fuck. I bought. I think I showed you this one, but I bought a frame for it, so that's why it's out. Hold on. Fucking liar. That's not here. I had to have showed you this before, man. This is my giant Robert Crumb homage of him selling the comics out front of fucking Haight Street.
That's awesome, dude. That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, this thing's big, man. It's the same size. Yeah, it's just like one. But I
Dude, I
bought a frame for this
guarantee.
bad boy.
I guarantee you start doing enough like big pieces like that, you'll be able to do a comic page like nothing. Yeah.
I'm definitely going to. I'm going to one day. Oh fuck, dude! I don't know. I don't think I've showed you this since we've last talked. I don't know if you got this or not, but I secured a copy of the fucking Switchblade Shorties.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, I didn't get to get that, man. That's cool.
It looks awesome, man. Yeah, and like you know, I know like his family put this together, which is pretty dope. So you know, it turned out really good. They did a good job.
Dude, it's so sad you didn't get to see that, man.
Yeah. Well, like the thing is, I was reading this book as it was coming out, as he was posting it, and then it got interrupted with that shit, his passing, and fucking never got to finish the story really. So with
Dude,
this,
and they
there's
hit that 100,000 goal.
yeah, yeah, that's it's. I'm glad they did, but it is unfortunate that he's not here to fucking relish in that. Because dude, like if kayfabe was still a thing, you could. This is like Terrorat is perfect fodder for fucking kayfabe. You know, it is. It literally is.
I would love to get their input on it, dude. Love or hate, it wouldn't matter. I would love that input from them.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. Like they had the Ed Piskor thing in Pennsylvania in September, and me and my wife we talked about going. I was like, okay, well, you know, it's gonna because we had a in September we also had a cottage, so I'd be like missing a lot of work in that month, and I was like, no, we're going to the cottage. I could give a fuck about going to the convention. I'm going to the cottage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And the one thing that the thing that I wanted to do the most was give some of my comics to Jim Rugg and Jim Moffat and like whoever else was there. You know what I mean? I would fucking here, check out my shit, man. Here, I just want it out there. You know, because sometimes that's the best way to get it out there. Like in my early days of going to the shows, man, like when I was done, if I had like a stack of like some shit left over, I would just go around and just like hand it to people. Be like, here. You know, and like they either fucking wiped their ass with it or they fucking framed it or they threw it out. Like who knows? But it's like putting it in someone's hands. Like I can't tell you how many times like when I lived at the apartment and I was going to the laundromat, I would take piles of my shit and just leave it in the laundromat because they would leave like these little, I guess they're quasi zines talking about like book reviews that some guys been making for years around here. So I'm like fuck it,
right.
and I would just leave them there, and that was it. I never heard anything from anybody about finding an issue, but I think it would make an interesting YouTube video if I just drove around and went to like some of my old haunts and just like filmed like me leaving a copy and just like talking shit. Like, man,
That's funny.
it's cool. Making YouTube videos is fun, but for me, it's something that like I gotta want to do. It's impossible to force a YouTube video, man, because like you'll just you'll end up fucking up what you're talking about and then restart it and then restart it and then be like, all right, fuck it, I'm not doing it tonight. And that's
Yeah,
happened to me a million times, man.
that can get challenging. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the one thing I don't think people realize is the amount of like videos that could have been that never were because I was like, no, no, I'm not okay, I can't talk about this fucking horseshit right now. Cause like I used to make it a point where if I made a movie review, it was like right after I watched it. But a lot of times I would be so completely shattered by like the fucking weed and the fucking all that from because we're not, after work, right? Like I'm not just sitting there fucking drinking a fucking hot chocolate, so I'm fucking getting into the dope, and then you
Yeah.
watch a movie, and then by then it's 2 a.m. It's like put
Yeah.
the fucking vest on, turn on the camera. I'm too stoned to talk about fucking Kill Bill 2. You know what I mean? And that happened.
Right.
Uh, what can you do? That's why, like, when people say, like, when people ask, or if it's ever brought up that I make YouTube videos, I say, yeah, I make YouTube videos, but like, I don't consider myself a YouTuber or anything like that. I'm just a guy that makes videos on YouTube about shit I like. I don't make videos about shit I don't like because I'm like, why would I shed light on shit? You
Right.
know, fuck it. Something that's
Ye-
not shit though, dude, is that new movie Weapons. If you've not heard of that,
What's it
it's not
called?
bad. Weapons.
I haven't heard of that.
No, it's pretty good. I watched it with my fucking wife the other night. Yeah,
What's it about?
it's about this fucking. So, without giving it away, it's sort of a story about witchcraft,
Oh, okay.
and it's told in interesting perspectives, like different people's perspectives. Like I don't know if you remember the episode of The Simpsons where I forget what it was about, but they were showing everybody's perspective. Like they showed Lisa's perspective, Bart's perspective, all that shit. It's a that situation. There's some really fucking cool, haunting moments that I thought I would watch it, dude. I would watch it. It's
Check
about
it out.
witchcraft in a way, yeah, more or less.
Yeah, I like occult
Same,
stuff in movies.
me too, man. I love a good movie, but it just the last couple movies we went and saw. I went and saw that new Conjuring film at the drive-in. We went and saw that, and it was so fucking dark. Like the screen was so dark, you could barely see what was going on, man.
Wow.
And I told my brother about that, and then whatever fucking I don't know why he didn't listen to me. He goes to the drive-in like the next night with his chick, and he's like, "Yeah, it was really dark." And I'm like, "You fuckhead! I told you that." You know. And that movie Weapons played afterwards, and what me and my wife we were like, "Fuck, this is too fucking dark." I'm like, "I'm not watching another dark ass movie." So when we watched it the other night on TV, it's a very dark film as well. And she was like, "You know what? You're right. If we had stayed, we wouldn't have been able to see this fucking movie because like their bulb must have been dying or something. Like, and their projector had to have been, dude, had to have been because it was pitch
Right.
black out and it's fucking dim." Fuck that
Crazy.
bullshit. You guys got drive-ins down there, or is that a fucking thing of the past?
That's a thing of the past. I was just about to say that's impressive to me that you guys still have drive-ins because that's a very I would say from 50s to maybe early 80s is when they died out here because I remember going to a drive-in movie with my parents when I was really young, like maybe 5. But after that, yeah, that was not like a thing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We got two. Like, there's one that's probably like 15-minute drive, and there's one that's about a 30-minute drive.
Yeah,
But
that's
the
such a
one that's the 30-minute drive one, they play bullshit. Like, they
that's
don't
so
play anything
weird
good.
that they that's so weird that those exist today because like I said, that's such a antiquated. Like it's a '50s thing originally,
Right.
and then it grew into prominence like around that, I guess, that decade when more people had cars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but then I think it was still a thing in the '70s, especially with the whole B movie exploitation stuff. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, I've never heard. There might be some in the U.S. right now. I've just never heard of anybody going to
There's
any
there's a
current
really
movie.
well known there's a well known one in Pennsylvania called Mahoning Drive-In, and
Okay.
they do like a lot of those like retro events, and it's like the most well known one around here, like within like a 10-hour drive. Um, I'm telling you, dude, like we get good movies play here. Like we have a good like theater system or theater. Like there's probably like 5 or 6 theaters here. There's one art house theater, and they play old shit. But the problem is they play it Friday nights starting at 9 o'clock. I'm at work till 11, so I've
Oh
missed
yeah,
everything for the last however many years. Like
yeah.
Exorcist, I missed Exorcist, dude, and like I'm an Exorcist fanatic, and like Suspiria for fuck's sakes. But I have seen, like before I was on this fucking shift, I've seen Dawn of the Dead, I've seen The Thing, Halloween, Enter the Dragon, Warriors, Reservoir Dogs on my birthday, which is one of my favorite films. Um,
One I would want to see on the big screen is Gates to Hell,
oof,
City of the Living Dead. That'd be awesome
oh yeah, oh yeah. Did you
on the
did you
big
ever see?
screen.
Did I send you the one issue of Filthy Ralph that has the City of the Living Dead cover?
I don't think so.
This one.
Oh no, yeah, I don't have that. That's cool.
It's like the only people that know that particular poster know that this is a cover of that. But
That's awesome.
and this version got fucked up because I like the white line was too close up to the top, so I don't even these ones don't even count. Yeah. No, I'm a total fanatic of that film, man. It's probably my favorite Fulci flick,
Oh, it's
Gates of
great.
Hell or City of the Living Dead. Yeah. One
It's
of my
great.
favorite parts of that film, dude, is when that cop he like goes to the house after that chick dies or whatever, and he goes, "Where's the stash? You flush it down the toilet." Where's the grass?
I
He
love
goes,
the
"You're obviously
classic.
on grass, so you're pulling my chain."
Right. I love the classic scene of the girl uh, vomiting up her intestines,
Yes,
shit
in the
coming out of
car
her
with her
eyes, all
boyfriend.
fucked up. Yeah.
Oh yeah. What about Bob when that fucking blow up doll fucking just inflates? Eh?
Mm.
What the fuck? That that movie to me is like my favorite Italian horror film. That's like Italian horror film because I think I like Giallos better than supernatural stuff. But I gotta say, man, those Fulci, the Beyond, House by the Cemetery, and Gates of Hell, like oh fuck,
Yeah.
so good.
Very good.
New York Ripper, I like. You might think a lot of people would probably say New York Ripper is better than Gates of Hell, but I'm telling you, man, Gates of Hell is right beside it.
Yeah.
New York Ripper's a weird one. First time I watched it with my mom, which was fucked. But she didn't really give a fuck because I had watched Pink Flamingos with her and my little brother and my grandpa because fucking my uncle, who's a total movie fanatic, had Pink Flamingos on tape, and my grandpa watched it and he said, "You guys got to see this." And he put it
Right.
on, and we just like, oh my god, we were dying laughing. My mom was like, "This is the most fucked movie I've ever seen." My brother's like fucking 9. He's like, "What the
That's
hell?"
funny.
We all thought it was so fucked, but hilarious. Like it was. I'm glad that I was allowed to watch whatever, because like a lot of people you talk to, like, "Oh, I wasn't allowed to watch that." Like the only time I was ever in the presence of a buddy that wasn't allowed to watch something was such a a like lame experience because I go to this guy's house. He's like, "We're gonna watch Bad Boys 2," which was like the new movie at the time, which with fucking Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. And we watch it, and there's a scene where it shows like boobs for a minute, and that his dad got up and fast forward the movie, and I thought that I was like, what?
I was like, what is this guy doing? I remember thinking, and then later on, I was like, saying to him, I was like, dude, I was like, why'd your dad fast forward that? Was he gay? Or something like, I said some bullshit like that, right? And I remember thinking, like, wow, like, I can't believe that happened, you know, because my dad, he didn't give a fuck what we were watching. He was like, here, watch whatever you want. I don't give a shit.
I mean, that's how I grew up. I wasn't allowed to just watch whatever the fuck I wanted to watch. But I'm kind of glad that it happened the way it happened. I missed out on a lot, but I don't think I would have been the artist that I am now. You know?
You think so?
Yeah. I don't think it would be the same. It'd be different.
Well, you never know, man, because it depends, like, what you're exposed. Like, when I was exposed to, like, I knew about the movie Heavy Metal and Fritz the Cat, like, at a very early age. So I had that type of. I knew that shit existed out there, and there must have been more. And my uncle was a total heavy metal fanatic, still is, and he's the one that gave me all those issues. But um, you know, I knew this shit existed, so it was very quickly where I went from like comics were Marvel and stuff to like, wow, heavy metal. Like, look at this. Like, this is. I remember showing heavy metal to a friend of mine in high school, and when it showed like in the first segment with Harry Canyon, the cab driver segment, my favorite segment, it shows them having sex. He like thought that it was like weird that I put this movie on. And I was like, he was like, why'd you put this on? He's like, this is fun. He's like, I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this like cartoon porno with you. I'm like, dude, it's gonna be over in like 10 seconds, man. Like, relax. Like, you
Yeah.
know, I'm sorry, it's not fucking PG or whatever. This is an adult cartoon. It's awesome. Just give it some space to breathe for a second. Don't look at it
Right.
in that light. But it was that era, right? Like,
Right.
fuck.
Great movie. Saw that one on the big screen too.
Did you know that film's Canadian?
What's that?
Did you know that film's Canadian?
Yeah, because it's Ivan.
Ivan Reitman.
Yeah, Ghostbuster guy.
Yeah. This hash is fucking
Oh my god, dude!
very.
Wow,
It's very pliable. Like, I don't know if you can see it like squishing, but like
that's
it's
crazy.
very. Yeah. Oh yeah. I love hash. Man.
I've never done that one.
No, it's good. It's just like it's a more heady high. I don't know. Like, some people panic on it, but I feel like if you panic on weed or like hash or anything, a lot of it's sort of brought on by your, like, if you think you're gonna have a bad trip smoking weed, you probably are, because you're gonna be fixating on that. You know, you're not just gonna be
Yeah.
riding the wave, right? Because like I was talking to my uncle the one night, he said, I said, oh yeah, man, I'm really fucking baked, and he's like, yeah, you keep saying that, but like you wouldn't know that talking to you right now. And I'm like, well, that's good then, because I fucking do a lot of talking on the internet baked, and I don't want to come off like as a fuckhead, and I try my best, you know. Especially like when we do these shows. Like, I remember the first time I talked to you, I was like, "Fuck, I hope like this goes well." Like, you know what I mean? Like, what if I bust out the weed and he goes, "All right, who the fuck? All right, I had enough of this guy." You know, you never know.
Nah, I'm pretty chill, man. I don't really, I don't really give a fuck what anyone does, you know, or thinks and says or does or thinks or I don't give a fuck until it like interferes with like what I'm trying to do.
Yeah,
Then I give a fuck.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah. Like, if some fucking guy came and ripped the fucking pen out of your hand when you're inking Terrorat, the next Terrorat story, then you're gonna have a fucking problem.
there's a problem. Yeah, yeah.
I'm so stoked for like the launch of it. Like, because I know on Friday will be the day that I fucking throw down the dough, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with it, dude. Or is it
Man,
coming out Friday? When's it coming out? Did you? No, you said it was the 11th, but you said they pushed it, right?
they pushed it back. I don't know yet. I should know here pretty soon when they're gonna uh, set the launch date. Um, I haven't heard from them in a minute. I think one of their promotional people is like out right now, like
Right.
on some business. So hopefully, hopefully when she comes back,
Well, we'll get everything on track and announce a date. I say, I don't know. I'm thinking like it's okay. Um, I'm not in a super huge hurry because I want to still build up the following on the page. Um, and it gives me time to do some to hit the streets and pass some flyers out and talk to people because um, I think maybe that'll help and also I think what I was saying earlier, I think that's just a good way to connect with people
Yeah,
and I want that attached to this book. I don't ever want to be, even though I don't, even though the YouTube channel's not active right now, and only really use Instagram. As much as I can, I want to be doing stuff like what we're doing, or in public, be talking to people because I want to be
yeah,
accessible. And I
yeah,
know that's kind of weird for like a cartoonist sometimes because it's supposed to be kind of like weird and reclusive, which I can be at times. But with this book, I think it's good to just put the you know put the person out with it. You know, so
that's the easiest way to sell it, because you get to say,
yeah,
you know, you get to
yeah,
say it. And that's the thing. Like, whenever I've done a show, like, it's it like you get to see who your audience is. Like, honestly, like the people I've sold the most shit to was like older ladies. Like, I'm talking like in like their like 65 and above. Like, no bullshit. And like I
weird,
remember my when I first started drawing the comics, like the first one was, I don't even think I sent you the very first one because it's pretty like fucked up, and I'm not really I'm proud of it, but I'm like it's not something that I go around showcasing all the time.
right?
Um, but I remember people telling me like, oh, like you should probably shouldn't like just like let anyone fucking see this. But once I got past that and realized that like people can take a joke, it was really cool, man.
Yeah,
Really
yeah,
cool. Yeah.
yeah. I'll
So
be
what
I'll
you
be
what
interested into seeing who the Terrat fans are. If ever
Yeah,
get to
I think you're gonna be surprised, man. I think it's gonna be like because I want to do like when the book like comes out, uh, I'm down to do this again. You know what I mean? Like we can talk, like we'll hype it up. I'll do as much as I can as far as like you know talk. I like talking about it because it's fucking. I think it's dope. I love like you made this the old fashioned way too. This isn't some fucking no knock to like digital, but like this is done with ink and fucking a guy fucking leaning over a table, not like cozy on a couch. You know what I mean?
I don't know how else to do. I mean, I have no other way to do it. That's like that, and it's weird because it's not limiting. It's just how I would do it anyway. Even if I knew the digital way, I'm kind of glad I don't know that way. I don't really want to know that way. I know it's more efficient. It's quicker. It saves you time from having to scan pages. You just click send. I mean, you can edit things. You can I mean, I think it's useful for things like that. But when I sit down to do a book, yeah, it's always going to be pen on paper every
Yeah,
single time. Because you know what? You got those pages at the end of the day, too. And regardless of whether you sell them or not, they're there. And
yeah,
I like seeing that shit in my hands. Just like, I want the copy of the book when it's printed.
exactly.
It's just as important. It's so ingrained in me that that's just how I grew up with it, and I want to keep that alive. I want to keep printed matter alive, and I want to keep the art of doing comics on paper traditionally the way they were alive. I think that's important
Yeah.
to the history of it.
Well, this is totally random, and it could have been a fake fucking video, but there was a video going around of this girl uh, talking about how her iPad or like her like tablet, whatever it was, like corrupted and she lost all of her shit, like all of her art files and all that. And I was like thinking that happened to me before with the hard drive when I was in college. So I
Yeah,
get that.
that happened to an ex of mine. She lost she was an artist as well, and she lost pretty much all her work, all of it. Like all her shit that she had done up until that point, like school up to the beginning of her professional career, boom,
Yeah.
gone. And
Yeah.
she was like fucking crushed.
No doubt.
Just
No doubt. Well,
devastating,
fuck.
you know.
Yeah.
So
Well, that like, and that's what I was getting at was like when you're doing it traditional, the only thing that's gonna ruin that shit is a fucking flood or a fire. You know what I mean?
yeah, or
And
you lose
knock
it.
on fucking wood,
And
or yeah, or someone steals it or something.
I mean, I have files of my stuff saved that I scanned, but I'm at the point now where fuck, man. I mean, some of that stuff I would hate losing, but now it's almost like I don't give a fuck because really all I cherish are my comics now. All my comics work. Like I'm hanging on. Like what I just showed you earlier. Like, anything I
Back from
accomplished.
'95.
Yeah, anything I accomplished comic wise, I'm just super, super proud of at that time. Like more than a drawing. Just more like
You
a
need to.
single.
You need to
What's that?
fucking like if you need to include those like that '95 comic on something where people can fucking see that, even
Yeah.
if it's just like if you end up doing like an anthology, which I'm sure you will eventually, like with Hellish Tyrant and all that shit. But like like that stuff is already done. You can toss it in there. Like even the comic that was in Overdose, like you could reuse that and put that into an anthology. Have a
Well,
better collection of your
there was
stuff.
actually a part two to that. I need to actually finish that, and then what I was going to do is put part one and two in the same book, and that would be Overdose two, because that zine's like not going to be reprinted. The first one's not going to be reprinted ever again. So when I do part two, I'm going to have part one included, and then in between part one and two will be just random art pieces, and then that'll be Overdose two. Then after that, I'm not doing that zine anymore because that was my zine at that time. That's back in 2017. That's like the first zine I ever did by myself. And
Right.
before that, it's the same as comics. It was just attempts, just little attempts here and there. And then that's the first fully realized thing that I actually did and printed. Dude, I sold. You will not believe how many. Dude, I think the first run I sold 700 or 800.
No shit.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah.
See, so like with that, why do you feel like 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 with the Kickstarter thing, like you seem like you're worried about that in a way? It's like isn't that
Because
sort of a bit of reassurance?
no, because the reaction's different now, and also that was almost 10 years ago. So
Right, I get you.
things have kind of changed a little bit, I think. Um,
Right.
but I'm not too worried about it. Um, there's a little bit of concern because I've never done Kickstarter before.
Right.
Also, I mean, I don't
Well, I think
know.
that's where some of your hesitation's probably coming from too, because it's like a foreign thing, right? Like
Well, also too,
I'm on
it's
the same team as you, man. I've never fucking used it.
it's an all or nothing thing, right? Because if it doesn't get funded, all that money goes back to the people that donate it. It doesn't get done.
Right.
So
Right.
it's got to meet that funding goal. But luckily,
Yeah.
I've got dude Lethal. They know what the fuck they're doing. They're behind me. I'm lucky in that aspect. So, in fact, Andy's good friends with the people that like started Kickstarter, the person that
No
invented the
shit.
shit. So he knows all the ins and outs of it. Um,
Yeah.
so I've got good people on my side. I should probably be a little more confident. You're right, but there's just that nervousness of like I've worked so hard on this, and I didn't expect it to be kickstarted or picked up by a publisher. Or like I said, I was going to take it to the photocopier and run off 20, 50 copies here and there. And
Yeah.
this is a better way because it'll reach more people and, be a newsprint fucking comic, which is a dream, Um,
Yes.
so we'll see what happens, But dude,
I think it's gonna fucking do good, man.
yeah, thank you,
I
man.
think so.
Well,
Because like the thing is, it's not just like, because like, have you like you've never done done comics on this level? Like you have like basically like a like distributor and everything. Like on
yeah,
your first rodeo,
yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
fucking, that's a rare thing. You know what I mean? And it's like
yeah. That's
that's
why.
awesome, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's why when he offered, I jumped at it, man. Because when am I going to get that again?
Yeah, like it's
So let's.
fucking like that's not like a little deal, because like they know like what like they're in the business. You know, they're not just like us, like sitting here like, oh, we're gonna go print off 24 copies and we'll see what happens. You know, like these
No,
guys, like that's what they do. So it's good.
and it goes to show, man. Like you do the work,
Oh yeah,
and nothing can happen until you just fucking. Dude, no one paid me to do those pages. No one pressured me. No one, there was no incentive other than the fact of, oh, when I'm done, I get to run these off and staple them, and I have a little my comic done. But
yeah,
that hard work, paid off
yeah,
because
yeah, and that's
if I have the idea and I'm pitching it and I don't have anything to show, it's not going to go anywhere. You know?
exactly like like something that I did that was just like sort of a joke ended up being one of my favorite ways to make a comic, and I've done 3 of them this size now, where it's
Right.
sort of like told. I don't know if I sent you guys one of these, but uh,
We didn't get that
it's
one.
like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
like Charlie Brown style of storytelling, like just one panel a page, and
Right.
that turned into such like a fun thing to do, and you know you're gonna be making a bunch of fucking random shit. Like the thing is, it's gonna get to the point where you're working on like 3 or 4 comics at a time, honestly, because that's what I'm fucking at right now. That sometimes it's just sometimes it's a blessing and a curse, because sometimes you're like, fuck yeah, you're working on a page of this story today, next day a different story, and it's a good way to sort of keep the creativity going, because you're working in different styles or you're working on different characters, and it's just like, I don't know, man. It's crazy to me that this is like your first like like full length comic that you've ever done. You
Yeah.
know, it
And
seems
I'm
like
50.
fucking,
Better late than never. I mean,
yes, man.
I wanted this to happen really in my late teens, early 20s. I maybe didn't try enough because I would, work really fucking hard on some sample pages and either never hear back or get that rejection letter, and then
Right.
maybe hear from my dad. He meant well. He wasn't trying to discourage me. He's like, "Well, son, I think you're more of an illustrator. That's sequential art. I think you should focus on what you're good at." And I took that to heart, and I maybe buried
Right.
that in my head, and like, this is maybe not my. And I would still keep it in the back of my mind and try here and there, and then do my own stuff, and then finally one day, dude, last year I was like, "Fuck it, man! Like,
Yep.
I'm doing this shit like right now," and I'm glad I made that choice because
Yes.
getting over that hurdle, it felt so good, and I want to do more. I was tired after
Fuck
that
yeah.
that book, dude. I mean, I haven't even started the second one yet. I should already be like middle of penciling that one, but I'm still writing the story, and here soon I'll probably start roughing out some pages just to get it going and get to work on it. I'm kind of feeling that itch, so that way, if this one if this one blows up, hey man, I can get that second one done uh, in a decent amount of time, and then just start snowballing from there,
Yes.
That's the idea. I want this first one to finance the next one, and then next
Right.
one, and just rinse and repeat.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a good plan, man. So
Dude, you're right there in the middle of it, man. You were there like from the very day one to now. That's so cool.
Mhm. Well, fuck. I remember that one night you were like, it was a live show, I think, and you were doing a live show on Instagram, and fucking, you were drawing the cover or like that poster. You're drawing that black poster, and you're like, "What should he be saying?" And I said, I forget what it was, but I said something, and you ended up writing it on that fucking thing. It was
How'd that
something
make
like
you
some.
feel, dude?
Oh, dude, I was like, "Holy fuck, man!" I was like, "That's so sick." Um, yeah, I forget
Nuclear
what it was
violence
exactly, but
guaranteed, dude.
that's it. Yes, yeah. 'Cause you were like, "What should this say?" And I was like, fucking probably high as a kite sitting there. I was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, put that in." That might have been the same night that I drew that first Terrorat piece.
I think it was. That inspired
I
you.
think,
That live inspired you to draw him. You said,
yeah,
yeah.
because I drew him as like a fucking cholo or some shit. Like I didn't look
Oh, that was
fucking
a
good.
great drawing, dude. That was a great
But
live
that,
session. That
yeah,
was one of my better live sessions. Yeah, I was flying on that one, man. I was really feeling it on. I did a good portion of that drawing on live. Yeah,
there was a few really good ones. But my thing is like, if I'm at work and you put one of those on, it's for me like listen. It's easier to listen to shit than to see shit. You know what I mean? So if I'm
yeah,
fucking like sitting there like, fuck, I fucking wish I could watch this. You know what I mean? I'm just fucking listening to fucking you like answering people talk like comments and shit. You know what I mean? Sneaking a fucking peek from here and there. But yeah, those nights like where if I was at home and the timing was right and I fucking got popped on a SAWBLADE fucking live show, watch you draw. Or fucking the Thursday nights were great because I would fucking put those on because you guys were reading the comments and shit. It wasn't just. I know what it's like to sit there by yourself and try to fill the fucking air. When you have
yeah,
people there,
man.
it's way better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. It is. Man, I gotta admit, and I've even told Ryan this. I miss doing the YouTube channel. I really do. And I hope that one day I can get in a place where it'll make sense to do it again, and I can compensate Ryan for his time, and we
Yeah,
can get it back to where it was. Maybe the comic will be a way to do that. Maybe
yeah.
I'm not counting on it, but it'd be nice like the comic, is successful enough to where I can justify, doing that. And
Have you advertised it on your YouTube at all?
I have. I have.
Okay.
Yeah, just as posts. Yeah.
Oh, just as like not an actual video, eh? You should
No.
fucking pop on and do a video like when the thing drops, and like even if you just do like a live show like this or whatever, just not fucking telling you what to do, but I'm just saying like fucking
No,
you
no,
could.
no.
It could.
Yeah, you're
It wouldn't
right.
hurt. You know,
No, you're right.
it
I
wouldn't
probably
hurt.
will. Just by myself, just talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And you could like show your artwork and stuff. You could plan it out what you want to talk about, just write on a piece of paper and put on your fucking desk so you don't forget. Like one thing, because I wrote a list of shit to talk about, which we basically hit every night or everything. Uh, we hit on all this. Oh, except for one artist I wanted to bring up.
Yeah,
Are
let's
you
talk
a
about
fan
it.
of Are you a fan of Tom Bunk?
Tom Bunk.
He does like Mad Magazine art and shit. He's like known for it'll be like an entire page of just like madness.
I know Mort Drucker, and I know like Al
I have
Jaffe
like
and all.
I have a. This is his style right here. I have like this wall of all this shit, but like that artist right there, like it's sort of like Garbage Pail Kid. Like he would do like the backs of Garbage Pail Kid cards. I don't know if you can see that.
Okay. Okay.
Like that style. That's Tom
Okay.
Bunk.
I see.
Yeah. I really like him.
I like that
He does some
slime
cool
monster
stuff.
guy or whatever.
Yeah.
It's cool.
This is all just like random and like little sketch shit that I've done. I just post up here and I either use it or I don't, you know.
Ah, you got my sticker.
Yeah, 666, man. There it is.
Uh,
Fucking crazy. Yeah. There's the fucking. Let's switch this back. The thing about like that Tom Bunk guy that I like is because when when it's very sort of silly and insane, it's when I'm having the most fun. You know what I mean? Like with that type of shit. Like I just love seeing like one guy's got like snot flying out of his nose and the other guy's puking into a trash can and like all that kind of shit. Like
dude,
I know
you
you know what I'm talking about.
dude, well, you just hit a nerve there because that's another reason maybe I didn't abandon, but I had to like pause my other book because it was like it's just I needed something funny for me. I everything's so fucking serious and over the top, like dramatic, and I just want to do something fucking crazy and zany and
Yeah.
out of control, like the shit I grew up with. So, um, that's another reason why I did Terrorat because, um, I don't know, I like comics that make me laugh. You know,
Yes.
yeah, I think
And
that's
Terrorat is the definition of a fucking like if you went to a video shop in like 1989, there's definitely a movie called Terrorat on the shelf. You're fucking picking it up. Do you know what I mean?
sure. Well,
And that's why, yeah,
there's terror there's an old horror movie, Night of the Terror Rat or Terror of the Rat, some shit like that. And I was going to use that as like a story of or a title of a story too. But yeah, I wanted that nostalgia. It's funny. One of the best compliments I got was from Carl from Lethal. He goes, "Man, your
right,
book, your artwork, everything about it is so nostalgic, but fresh at the same time, like fresh and new, because there's not a
yeah,
lot of it right now. It like took him back, but then it felt." He said he felt like it was innovative too at the same time because it's just it's not common to see that work. Um,
hmm
you know, especially
it's
not that I'm mainstream, but especially in the mainstream. Um,
right.
I would say the closest thing would be like I don't even think it's funny, but uh, Durf Backdurf, is that his name? The Dahmer book. Have you ever see that?
You know, I never I know there was a Jeffrey Dahmer comic, but I never seen it. I've never seen it.
Dude, that guy is brilliant. He's a brilliant cartoonist, but that's more autobiographical. But the drawings would fit right in with like some underground shit for sure.
Right.
Great book.
No, I
My Friend Dahmer is the name of it. You should check it out. It's a great comic because he
right.
grew up with him in high school, and it's like just an account of his how he was in high school. But
Yeah.
so that would be like kind of close to that. But no, I just thought that was a good compliment. I like to like it's nostalgic without being too nostalgic for uh, a trendy reason. It's just coming out
Right.
of me from just what I know. It's not or what I grew up with.
hmm
It's a amalgamation of just all kinds of stuff. I mean, if you look at Terrat's body, I mean, that could be like Johnny Five from Short Circuit. If you think about it, like wasn't intentional, but when I saw that, I saw like a clip of that movie recently and then watched it. I tried to watch it. I got halfway through and had to stop. But when I was a little kid, I loved that movie.
Mm,
But yeah, so there's gonna take you back a bit when you look at it, which is good. Yeah.
that's excellent. Hmm. Yeah, I think next on like on the agenda for Terror, or not just for Terrorat, but for like comics, like the type of comics we're talking about making. Like, I feel like a, a easy, the thing we have in our advantage is there is like small press libraries all over the fucking world now too, and you can send, like, you could just send them a copy, and that's another way of getting it out there to the point where like someone might be like, oh fuck, I want, like, find out about it through that, and then either buy a copy or fucking steal that copy or whatever it is they do.
Right.
That's like some shit to think about too. Like, especially like with your smaller press stuff, like the heads and, the overdose scene and shit like that. Like, that's the type of shit that, I'm sure it, like, doesn't cost that much to make. You know what I'm saying? You could fucking print off a few and then send them.
Yeah.
Shit like that. I don't, you know how it is. Like, that's if you want to fucking send the shit to them for free. Like, I know, you want money, obviously,
Well, my
but
intention with
it is.
those my intention with those head zines as series, as a series, to do them in blocks of like, take every 5 to maybe 10 issues and compile them in a hardbound or square back volume
Yeah.
and then repeat that. That's my intention. Kind of the same thing with Terrorat. But take all these single issues at some point and compile them, along with the very first mini comic. And if you have the
Well,
singles,
people want to see that shit.
yeah, because a lot of people missed out on that. A shit ton,
Well,
actually. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
if you if
tons
you
of.
you put it all together, you're looking at like maybe I did. Uh, I don't think I did more than 50 copies of that. Yeah, so
Hmm. Did you get a lot of
25.
people asking about that after the fact, like when it was done,
Not too many.
or like does your store, like, I know you probably sold them to the store, like, what I guess once it was out of stock, people were probably like, well, I guess it's fucking done then.
Well, the first customer, besides, well, they were included in that pack. It was like
Right.
heads, and then a tiny zine, and then Terrorat.
Right.
So after I sold those, my first customer outside of me selling those packs was Forbidden City, or for me, excuse me, Forbidden Planet in New York City, which is a
Right.
famous comic book place, and they wanted like 12 issues, and I sold them like 12 right off. And then they wanted another 12 because those sold out.
And
So
that's just one fucking place,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
When they reached out, I was like, "Really? This is a little photocopied, staple glued thing? Like, are you?" Yeah, yeah. We carry like little independent. We have an independent underground DIY
Well,
section. Yeah.
here's a question for you. Uh, this might be like on the other people's team, or on the Kickstarter side of things, but is the comic going to be available to be purchased outside of it being a Kickstarter project? Like, are people going to be able to buy it online after the Kickstarter?
Uh, Unfortunately, no, unless I think you get it directly through them, through their store, or when they're at a
Right.
convention. I think they're going to take whatever's left over, if there is any, or maybe it could go into a second printing if it were to, just completely blow out. But I think they might overprint a little, and then whatever's left over, that's what they'll do with. I mean, I know I'll get my copies, and then they told me that, yeah, they would have like a section in their store. So,
Right.
but as far as
And it
like,
makes sense that they go from like if they go like to shows and stuff, they have it on the table because it's part of their publishing thing, right? Like, that's a good idea too.
yeah, yeah, well, and it's more exposure for me too. That's covering
Yeah,
more
because you're not going
ground
to
than.
be going to, yeah, you're not going to go to every show that they are fucking going to.
No, no, and I'll
Yeah.
be lucky if I, excuse me, if I get to attend even one. I would love to one day. I got to get my passport um, renewed, but yeah, maybe by that point things will be a little better for me here, and
Yeah. Well, even like overseas, like I feel like advertising that, getting some sort of exposure, like on like a European side, I think that they would really resonate with Terrorat too. You know?
Yeah, there's already been a few people from the UK show interest that reach out randomly. Really, it's been Canada and yeah, overseas. Seems like
Yeah.
people tend to really respond really well to it, um, which is good. I like that.
It's
Europeans love
it's
comics, man. I mean,
that's the thing. They take it more serious. Like they'll take a comic serious. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's not like over here where
it's some bullshit.
like
Yeah, no.
they're not reading the fucking new
Oh,
shelf on Wednesday.
yeah,
Are we good?
here's how serious they are. At
Go ahead.
Obluim or the
Oh yeah,
famous
Aglumen. Yeah, that
Angoulême
convention.
in
Yeah,
France, you've got a group of school children going to a Richard Corbin exhibit. You would never see that here in the States, dude. Never.
yeah. No.
I mean, that's a small handful of people here in the States that would even give a fuck about Richard Corbin,
Yeah.
you know,
It's a
much less
shame.
like first graders, like going to because I remember Jim Rugg and I think it was Jim Rugg and Tom Sholey. They were talking
Mm,
about being in France and going to that con and tripping out over the Richard Corbin exhibit, and in comes like a long line of school kids through the exhibit. Like that's just crazy to me, you know?
yeah. Well, they respect it. They respect it, man. It's not just like a fucking kids thing, you
Yeah,
know. And it's guys like us that are trying to fucking keep that spirit alive, man. And that's all we can do is just really fucking make comics that we'd want to read, you know.
yeah.
Because if you don't want to read your shit, no one's gonna want to read it. So you got to make it fucked up and funny and even horror shit has to be funny. You know what I mean? Like I mostly do like funny shit like with the comics that I've done, and especially in the last like year or two. Uh, because that's the point for me. You know, I'm having fun with it.
Man,
I've drawn terrible shit, terrible horror shit, but it's still fun.
shit's so fucking dark and fucked up right now. I don't want to be creating stuff that's just that because
Yeah,
I'm already like I'm trying to escape from what's going on, and I want
yeah,
to yeah, that was my mission with it. It was more therapy. It was like um, therapy to handle you know what was happening to me here at that time.
right.
Um, you know, I mean
No, I get you.
I was basically attacked for the way that I look, and so there was a little bit of like social commentary and satire. Uh, I mean, you'll see when you read it, you'll get it. Like, I don't want to reveal too much. I want to surprise you. I already surprised you on, or revealed my
Oh,
surprise
dude,
here.
I can't wait to tell my wife, man, because
Yeah.
she knows I was looking forward to this, and I was like, yeah, fucking talk about his comic, because she was there when I was drawing that hot dog vendor fucking thing, and like knowing that's such a cool feeling, man, because it is like like I'm not to sound like a fucking like a fuckhead, but like I'm honored to have that. You know what I mean? Like it's a
Oh
thing.
man,
It's not
I'm glad you feel
like
that way because
I take that I like that's heavy duty to me. Like that's like a real respect thing. You know, it's not like
well, dude,
I feel like yeah,
well, dude, it
cool.
means a lot to me, and it's not corny,
Oh
and
fuck.
it's not. I'm glad you feel that way because I'm honored, and it means a lot to
Yeah,
me too because there's not a lot of people on there's you know what I mean. This is a very thin list.
yeah,
I mean, the other
yeah.
people I have is Abby, my brother, Andy, and Lethal, Benjamin Mara, you, Matt D from Forbidden Planet, and Brian Moss. So those are all key people that like.
That's like good company. You know what I mean? Like, fuck.
Well, that's the key people that got this thing initially off the ground for me. You know, you and Brian also. Brian just recently. Brian, dude, when I was doing the book, I had Brian on. It was either Brian or Cartoonist Kayfabe.
Yeah.
Whenever Brian live streamed, I was drawing Terrorat. And I got on his radar by commenting and asking him, like, hey, you want to see my cut? Because he's really open and will look at people's stuff like automatically. Like he will immediately look at your stuff, like and critique it or talk about it, or he'll ask you, he's like, what do you want me to like? Just critique this or give you pointers or just look at it and not say anything, or he's
I
really
think isn't he an art teacher by like
yeah,
profession?
he is, and
Yeah.
he's done some comics too. Yeah. And he's done a lot of like advertisement work, and but he's dude, his knowledge in comics is
Yeah.
right up there with kayfabe.
Well, he's doing
And
his part as in terms of educating. You know what I mean?
yes,
And that's the
absolutely.
thing. Like spreading the word about making comics and small creators and stuff. Because yeah, I've seen him go through piles of fucking small creator shit, and it's like, man, this is like helping people realize that they can too make a comic or whatever it is. A fucking small publication.
Yeah, I always
Especially
hear like, I'm
comics,
not
man.
good enough yet. I'm not good enough yet. I'm like, no, you
Yeah,
do it.
fuck that.
You do it now. You do it now. It doesn't matter skill level. It's the idea of getting an idea across a series of panels and pages, and that's your comic. You know, it's the most powerful medium in my opinion. It's better than movie or TV. Fuck all this shit about making something on your iPhone with AI. Get
Fuck
you a
that.
fucking pen and paper and just do it that way.
Yeah.
To me,
That's the only like. Well, me too, man. And like, that's the thing. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, if you take a digital image and print that on paper and then you like draw the same thing, the stuff that's fucking drawn on actual paper always looks more uh livable or breathing to me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's not like the digital. Like I've seen people draw on the digital, like when it's like a time lapse or whatever, and like sometimes like when you put the line down, the application, the program they're using will like soften the line or smoothen it out or something, and like taking away any human element or any error or fuck up. It's like no. I want that
It's
fucking wonkiness. It's like
me too.
if you're using a brush pen, in real life, and you know
Yeah,
this, like compare that to a brush pen on a computer. It's gonna be
you can straighten it out. Yeah, I mean that's not my taste, but to me, at the end of the day, if someone's making a comic, to me they win. Because that I don't want that. I do not want that medium to die. I don't want the art of making comics to die. I think that's the most. I you know, fuck skill level. Fuck the practice of making comics needs to like carry on. That needs to be a tradition that I mean, dude, it was such a huge deal. Like, and I know people didn't have as many options. Before TV, maybe there was just radio. So newspapers and comics or books was the next form of comics was like a major form of entertainment at one time. Comic cartoonists, dude, were almost like rock stars back in the day. They were celebrities. So but other than that, like just that practice of learning the craft and respecting the history of it, and just man, just immersing yourself in that glory, that ability to like tell a story in your own way through a series of panels and pages. Like, man, that's so
well, not
powerful.
only
It's so powerful,
and
dude.
doing it from cover to cover. That's another part of the thrill. That's the big. That's like you own that. Like that is, or like you own it.
Dude, you
Like
are the
spiritually and
costume.
physically. Like it's I don't know.
Yeah, you're the writer, the director, the costume designer, the lighting, the pacing
Yeah.
of it. I mean, it's all you. You are all that in one. And
And
I
that's
can't think
all
of
my
any other
comics.
art
They all
form
say
where
the
you
same
can do
thing.
that. I
I
can't think of
can't either.
there's no other art form where you can do that.
Like all my comics, they all say written, or I think I don't know, created by. I don't even fucking know at this point, man. I haven't even looked at one in a minute. Here, let's take a look at this. I think I fucking. I don't fucking know. I used to write written by or created by Ricky Paradis, but then I switched it to something else. But I don't have any of my new shit right now, like printed. All I have is older shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy because like I have a bunch of these cards that I like designed, like these sort of like Garbage Pail Kid ripoff cards, and
Oh yeah.
I want to print more, but fucking it's a pain in the ass, you know, because you got to print
Yeah.
them on good paper. You got to print them on card stock. If you print them on paper, it's a joke, you know, and it's like
Yeah.
embarrassing to hand someone a fucking card made out of a piece of paper with no
Yeah.
fucking no life to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck. Oh my god. Yeah, there's quite a few uh, pages that I gotta start. Probably tomorrow I'll pencil out at least like two or three of the next story I'm doing for this visual voodoo comic, the Rotten Revolve. So I've been talking about doing this western for fucking like 3 years, dude, or at least like a year or two, and I'm finally fucking starting it. So I'm excited. I've had a long
Nice,
time
man.
to like think to. I've had a long time to think about like how I want to tell the story, you know, and like that's the thing I'm most stoked about because like now it's at the point where I'm just trying to shock myself like wow like you you thought it might work and it ended up working. It's like that's good, you know what I mean? So I'm
Hey,
excited.
that
Even
reminds
that
me.
new. Go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
Rick.
I was just going to say what you were saying reminds me of a side project I had besides Terrorat. Let me show it to you.
Yeah, let's do it. That was a smooth wheel. I got to comment on the wheels of that fucking that chair. Fuck, everyone's left the chat at this point. Oh, dude, it's like fucking 3 a.m. 2:30. How is it? 2:30. This is when Sawblade's gonna be like, oh yeah, by the way, I gotta wake up in fucking 3 hours to go to this convention. Fuck. So how happens when you end up start talking to a motherfucker about S. Clay Wilson at midnight?
I got another mini comic idea. Monster Gods, dude.
Oh my god.
Monster
Did you ever
Gods.
show did you show me that before?
No,
Or
no.
have you ever shown that? Okay. That's so
Well,
sick.
this I may have posted, but I reappropriated it for this cover because I thought this is kind of be the style of the art in the book.
Right.
Kind of a more simplistic, bolder style. But
Yeah.
when I print this, it's going to be printed like on uh, kind of a magenta. It'll just be black on like a magenta colored paper.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like that is so fucking sick. Like I'm just excited to see what comes next, man.
so
Holy fuck.
it's like a my little ode to like it's kind of like a Conan type world, like barbarians worshiping like monsters, but that's their gods, you know. So it's got kind of an H.P. Lovecraft kind of feel to it, and
Right.
just super violent and crazy. But the characters will be really. It's going to be my attempt to make a very simple, direct, bolder quicker, very similar to how I did the first Terrorat.
Right.
Yeah, more along that, maybe even more simple than that. Yeah, but I thought the cover, I like the lettering with this art, and I drew
Yeah.
drew
Oh
everything
yeah.
around it. This is a photocopy of that drawing. I shrunk it down to fit, and then I drew all that around it. So it's like a cut and
Wow.
paste cover. Yeah.
That's so sick.
Dude, I can't draw fast enough for all the ideas I have. It's crazy. Like,
That's the problem. That's the biggest problem.
yeah.
I know. It's a
This whole
fucking
thing
nightmare.
about, man, I'm stumped, or what do you do when you're stuck, or artist block. I never had that. I never have that issue. Never had. Yeah.
It's having the amount, like, you just all the cartoonist's biggest fucking enemy is time.
It
You
is,
never
man.
enough time to fucking do all this shit.
Yeah, we're limited, man.
Because if you could fucking draw for fucking 24 hours straight, you'd try, you know. But
Well, I was just thinking the
you
other
gotta take
day, man,
breaks.
if I didn't have to shit or eat or whatever natural time waster that our bodies like create, get sick or have to go somewhere because of some bullshit you have to, I don't know. Just sit and draw the whole time, man, that would rule. You know?
Fuck. No doubt.
Yeah.
No
But
doubt.
I
Fuck.
guess that's part of the fun too. Part of the challenge, try to get as much done as you can while you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. Do you have your are you still have another day of that show? Are you going to that show tomorrow?
Yeah, actually probably should go. We got it's in the morning tomorrow, yeah. So
Yeah, well, fuck. Do you want to call it a night, man? Because like I feel like it's like I know it's late as fuck. Like I don't want to keep you like
yeah.
keep you from your sleep, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, let's do this again, man, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let's do it once the Kickstarter goes live, and then we can talk about it. Because like it's gonna go live for like an extended amount of time, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So
I'll let you know, and plus you'll probably see it too, because I won't shut up about it once that happens. And but yeah, we'll stay in touch too.
Yeah.
Before then. So,
Fuck yeah.
dude,
All right,
it's
buddy.
been awesome. It's been an honor. Thank you for letting me talk about the book and just talking about comics, man.
Yeah, man.
Always a great time.
Fuck yeah.
I could go for
Definitely.
another 2-3 hours.
I know,
really.
I know. Well, that's the thing. But I also like because I was like looking at the time. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, okay, it's 2:30 for me. I'm like, it's like 1:30 for him. Does he got the show tomorrow? I'm like, I should probably bring that up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't want to
gotta.
fucking all of a
Yeah, I should
sudden
probably
it's
go
like
sleep.
fucking 7 a.m. your
Oh
time,
no!
and you gotta wake up in an hour. It's like fuck. He was talking about S. Clay Wilson last night too long.
Fuck it, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always
All
a
right,
good
buddy.
time, man. Thank you, man.
Yeah, you too, man. Yeah, for
We'll
sure.
talk soon.
Again
Take care,
soon.
dude. Thanks,
Yeah.
dude.
Peace,
Bye.
man. See you later.